Good evening, everyone. Um, this is Major Russell Camp with AVS here. Commander will be a little bit delayed. He's actually got called onto a site for a fire emergency. As many people know, he is a fire engineer volunteer. We're joined tonight with a number of people. We have the 8th Commander of Starfleet, Rob Lerman.
Hello there.
We have Brigadier General Jeremy Carsten, who is the Region 3 RC.
Carsten all of a sudden?
Carsten, sorry. Yeah. Long day. God. Admiral Kim Donohoe, Senior Production Director of AVS, in charge of the AMAs. We have Fleet Captain John Hardy of the USS Essex, across the pond from us. And Commander Gregg Kleiner, who is the second officer on the Dauntless in Region 8. All right, how's everybody doing today?
Doing good.
Doing great.
Better by the ship.
Doing awesome. Just finished the latest episode of Lower Decks.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
I forgot today was Thursday. We actually watched something before that, and then we felt really, really guilty and bad and corrected our ways.
Hey there, James.
It is a pretty funny show.
It is. I'm really hoping to kind of explore some of the other Lower Decks characters a little bit, as much as they explore the two that they seem to focus on.
Absolutely. I mean, my favorite character right now is the chief. I'm assuming the chief medical officer, the cat.
Like everybody
It is the chief medical officer, yes.
I mean, the one phrase was like, "Oh, so you want to be a scratching post?" Okay, probably one of the best.
I kind of like the Bajoran chief security, but then again, I like Bajorans. I play one on STA.
Yep, even the captain. It's brilliant writing, and in this time of COVID and all that.
I like that there's a geek Orion chick. Like they took an Orion chick instead of it being like this, uber sexy. She's going to eat your heart and you're going to enjoy it. She's a total fucking spaz.
It's just nice to have something to watch and like laugh and like escape from all this COVID.
That said, I really hate the white boots.
No.
Yeah, the white boots are kind of off. Like, why would you have your medical people wearing white boots in the first place?
People, not white.
It'd just be like you look down and you're like, why are they red? I stepped in paint.
And if we had a disgruntled moment about Discovery, I would say all of the medical officers in all white, like, bold move. You're awfully freaking confident. I bet you think you can wear that to a spaghetti night too, huh?
Yeah. I will say, I bet they made a new uniform for every episode because of that. Because that thing was so bloody white.
The field of white. Oh my god!
Really white.
I remember complaining from officers on the ship, complaining about having to wear dress whites. They're like, after this thing, I'm gonna have to buy another one because this thing's gonna be destroyed.
There goes $300. We're good.
It's like, oh, I gotta call Marlowe White. I might as well just order it now. Like.
Yeah, they might as well. Expend those like munitions.
Yep. Good evening, Elizabeth. How are you doing?
Hi, Elizabeth.
Oh, hey. A comment so we could read what other people say.
Oh, yeah. See. It was like you should have the comments.
Great.
I know. I'm hoping people from my region catch this right now.
Is there like an issue? Like we had to have X number of people whose names start with J?
I missed it by one.
There's like Janice, James, John, Jason.
Oh yeah, good point. Jack.
Much less my own dumbass.
Hey, Janice.
And John.
I'm John. Yeah. Shit. We're just lousy with J's up in this.
But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to Discovery. I'm definitely surprised that they're actually putting season 1 on CBS.
I'm not.
Broadcast.
especially with COVID. Everyone's getting like, how can we be nicer? I guess is like a generic term I'll just throw out there. So I'm not surprised at all. Whenever when everyone was doing well and saying, what's $6? That's fine. Now $6 might be a lot, and to be honest, we all probably need some Star Trek. So I'm glad they're making that. I think it's an intermediate choice. I don't think they're going to stick with it long term. And I'll put my $5 down on that one if anyone wants to bet me. But I'm glad they're doing it now.
I mean, if their ratings improve by releasing it on mainstream cable, then who knows? But I mean, ABC just announced today that they are not doing any of their scripted shows for the fall. They're all going to come out in the spring if they come out at all.
Yeah.
So it's
see, I know that they are starting to film because Robert Picardo canceled, so he cannot make the September showing. So he's filming something.
All right.
My assumption, his original statement was he was going to be having a casting call at that time for the next season of Picard for filming. So they might have gotten some of it started back up, or maybe his parts don't really include a lot of people in them. I don't know. But
do we get to see the EMHs fight? That'd be hilarious.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be worth my $6.
I like Picard. I'm excited for season 2.
Me too.
Hey, Helen.
Probably pretty soon, if COVID holds. Just again, my other $5. Meet me at the bar. We'll settle up if I'm right or wrong. But I think a lot of this stuff's going to go, and I also think that CBS has figured out that they didn't. I think they thought they were bigger than they were, like that they were HBO.
Yeah,
and they're not. And even HBO realized that they weren't HBO. With the HBO Max, they're combining with so many other. That's Warner Brothers, it's HBO, and it's the other thing that I can't remember. Is it Stars?
I think so.
For their HBO Max service, which is going to replace their HBO Go or Now or whatever we're on. But even the mouse is kind of a conglomerate, right? I mean, it's all shit they own, but or have a stake in. It's Disney, it's Hulu, and it's ESPN, which I was shocked to find out Mouse had serious stakes in ESPN.
Right.
Lo and behold, there it is. So even if the Mouse is doing a conglomerate of services in one package, then I think that's where everyone's going to go, and it's going to be the battle of the packages. There's not going to be one channel standing alone. And it ain't going to be CBS.
Right.
I just bought a new TV, and it has a feature where I can go to Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max. I can go to everything now, and it's like, why do I have cable?
Why do you have cable?
Fair question. When I moved to where I am now,
we've got to finish canceling ours too. You're not wrong.
When I moved here, it was like $59.99 for cable and internet for the first 2 years. You'd be stupid not to do that.
And now here we are with like $59 a month. I could pay for like 2 services with that.
Exactly.
What the hell am I doing here? So yeah, the dynamic has definitely changed and changed very rapidly.
Yes. And
I'm all for it. And I will, if I can get up on a soapbox for a minute, I will call it the Longmire thing. Because this is my issue for a long time. What was it? Was it like AMC or FX or whoever had Longmire at first? It was their number 1
FX
scripted show. It was their number 2 show, period. They had a reality TV shit that was slightly more successful than that. And they canceled it. But your number 2 show, number 1 scripted show that you're making, and the advertisers wanted a younger audience. I'm like, why the fuck are they advertising on FX then? But, that was apparently no one asked that in that boardroom that day. So
it's like I was gonna say it's like back in the day when they had Firefly on Fox. They
Yeah.
were all talking about the next Firefly, blah blah blah, and then it got canceled. Like just like what
Yeah.
just happened?
So when
Like-
Netflix picked it up, it was I can pay money to the people who are doing what I want them to do.
Yep, Nick.
And my direct dollar counted. And more, when they canceled that, they told me and everyone who might have one gray hair anywhere, they don't care about our dollars. I'll go back to places that care about my dollars because I have a lot more dollars than 19-year-olds. I have a whole lot more dollars than 19-year-olds. So that mentality was just bizarre to me, and that's what they did. And I think that was the downfall of cable. Like those stupid decisions where they thought the advertisers were going to dictate what demographic you're catering to versus who's paying you to make me a damn TV show.
It's because cable companies got too into the fact of, well, we can put ads just like the networks and we can get all that ad revenue and people are paying us. And they got more, they wanted to make that ad revenue more than they cared to make subscriptions.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a reason why cable's failing.
Yeah. So it turns out we're going to snip, snip.
And then you have the companies like the one I work for that own Time Warner and DirecTV.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Wait, did DirecTV change hands again?
No, we still own it. AT&T.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. AT&T bought parts of Time Warner. My bad. Forgot about that part.
Yeah.
I
And we
used
have
to work for them too.
HBO Max as well.
There's a shady company. No one. So Star Trek joke and reference. When I worked for AT&T, it was for government contracting services, so it was very different than the bulk of AT&T. Well, that's the second time I worked for AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
But we all had to have like a logo, kind of like the banners that Russ and Kimberly have for our cubicle. And it was like, you have to be unique because that's part of the camaraderie and shit. And like, so I did the AT&T globe, and then the Mirror Universe dagger through it, for the evil and then like slightly impose the Death Star, just like faint hint in the background, and put that as and only the super geeks got it. They're like, oh, like all the AT&T brass are going like, that looks cool. Like, yeah, I bet it does.
Do you still have it?
No, that was like on a wall. I printed it out like once. I made it in like.
Oh, darn it.
I could make it again, but I mean, it was like, this is the part, like, you need to get onto your placard because you don't have enough bling. I'm like, oh, okay, 1 second. I talk you without you knowing it.
I do IT on the wireline side.
No, I was first time I did AT&T. I was managed security services, and then they had me training some folks that might talk with an Indian accent. And, nice, Russ.
There you go. And or Elizabeth, there's your answer. That's that's what the weather's been like in San Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah, so I ended up, I was absolutely training my replacement. And then, so I went back to the government, and then later on I worked for government security services, and then they just, sometimes they didn't get the joke, man. Like, they had tie day. Like, we had to wear ties all the time, but on Wednesday we would do like fancy knots. And like, oh, bitches, I got this one in the house, because I was learning stupid knots just to keep myself, entertained. I walked into the interview with a Trinity knot in my time.
Whoa!
With those assholes down in San Antonio, you're gonna be great.
Hey, John, are you playing video games? I had to mute you for a second.
Not playing video games.
You got
Just
something
getting ready for liftoff.
Ooh, you got something playing in the background that's.
I'd
really
say it
loud.
sounds like he's in Vegas, but having recently been to Nevada, it doesn't sound like
Yes.
Nevada anymore. There's no clang of the coins. There's no. It's dead. It's weird. It's not okay.
Yeah. Do you have a fan on?
He's like, 1 second. From the lights in the background there, it looks like he's got a disco going on. Yes, Ed, my war core is overcooked. Would you?
Yeah, it's because we went. He drove the helmsman. The new helmsman drove the Battleborn into a quantum fissure. Now we're stuck.
The easier answer is, who do you think's the chief engineer on my boat? Of course, it's fucked up.
It's also an ancient boat.
It is an ancient.
Let's see. Oh, still there. Romulan jamming signal. Yeah, that could be it. Trisha, where are you? Looks overclocked.
Can I just say, I'm really, really glad that Ed and folks are online when we were really worried if they were going to like be drowning.
Yeah, like it went right through what looked like their house, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not good.
I was really worried I was going to have flashbacks to IC 2016 when I made a pit stop in my room and checked a couple things, and Ed's like, this is me stepping into a boat off of my freaking front door. Later, I'm like, what? So we had to go report to the entire IC that, yeah, Louisiana's booked.
Let's see if John's good to go yet. It's better, but we can hear ourselves.
I'm not sure I understand.
Are you talking to me, Russell?
Question.
Yes.
Slacking off, comma, my name.
Yeah, are you playing the Facebook stream as well as being on StreamYard?
What do you mean, Nick? That Lower Decks is slacking off, or did you, or do you think that I said something to that effect?
I think he meant Lower Decks slacking off. That's why you're down there.
Oh, like we're not talking about the show anymore. Got it. Yeah, no, we're not slacking off. We're making food. You know, we're wrapping copper wire around the fuel line.
You're making engine room hooch.
Hell yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I didn't say anything was wrong.
Well, what's really great is our chapter is a Nebula class, so I get to just steal the Galaxy class shit because 90% of it's the same.
Yeah, except our stinking view screen. It's the only view screen I cannot get a good shot of for
No,
my...
so bridge modules were replaceable. We got a good bridge module. We don't have to have the shitty one.
I kind of like the shitty one, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. And the captain's not crowded by bitches either side, which is like in the center.
Yeah, he's just in the center. He's got his XO who doesn't get a chair.
No one gets chair. We'll stand over there.
Yep.
Did I show you our patch for our chapter?
No, not the patch. Ooh.
Yeah, the Bridge of the Galaxy class looks like a friggin' lounge.
Well,
Because it is.
it's because I need Warp to make me a drink.
I like that patch. How much are those patches, Rob?
Yeah, I didn't get many made yet, so haven't gotten them to be able to get. I gotta save them for the crew at this moment.
Well, when you get another run, make sure to get me one, and then I'll pay you for it.
Congrats, Jim. What the hell are you doing here?
What am I doing here?
No, James Cecil.
Oh.
Today is my 13th wedding anniversary. Congrats.
I'm about to say, did you forget your 13th year wedding anniversary, and that's why you're here?
He is relegated to Facebook for the rest of his life.
Well, no, he forgot the anniversary, and now he's in the doghouse, so he has no place better to be.
Oh,
That could be $1 million. Wait, what?
no. Oh, is that $1 million? Yeah, that is $1 million.
Is that how much money you're donating to the scholarship fund this year, Ed?
Yeah.
Ah. That's it. The wife is away, the dogs will play. This is going. Still trying to figure out where the $1 million is from.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Each patch.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
I just thought Ed had gone full Dr.
What's your cut, Ed?
It's not a greedy man. He'll only want like 990,000. So let's see. So John, how is the Essex going?
Yeah, it's all right. Because, as I said, we're supposed to have a meeting this Wednesday. We've got an AB meeting instead. So we booked to next week, the week after. We're doing the points, the promotion criteria. We're doing the handbook, and up to about 18 members at the moment.
18.
Yeah.
Good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I've noticed that a lot of the newer ships are getting quite a large membership pretty quick.
Yeah, we're trying to get 20 for 20.
And you're on the Are you on the accelerated program?
I don't know. We're trying to work out how we can do it. We've got the form through, so I think we're halfway.
I got you.
We've got 2 members. We've got the OCC and OTS, and we've got at least 6 members are 3 years or longer.
I've got 13 now in mine. November 5th is my actual date.
Hey, John, check the private chat. Where did Jeremy go?
You probably ran out of alcohol.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he's not kidding, though. That warp core effect is really different.
There's some black plasma going through that.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, I remember Elizabeth. Elizabeth's got my ship name. I wanted Resolute.
Let's see. We have a little technical difficulty here, trying to get it cleared up. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. John, your mic is somehow or another picking up your headset's speakers. The driver's in your ears. I don't know. Try your volume, maybe.
Russell, you need to show the warp core blowing up.
Oh, I could even better. Let me think. I got a better video. I don't think it's you remember the Star Trek VHS board game where it had Gowron, but he wasn't Gowron.
I've got that.
When he loses, ah!
I love these. So that was like that came out in the late 90s.
Yeah, I had it
at a convention.
I've got it right over there.
Yeah, we bought that at a convention, a chapter. Linda sent it to me some years back. Like, here, you're running the chapter now. Go. Like, what am I going to do with this? I don't have a VCR.
VCR.
It turns out, literally, someone recorded that and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you can actually play that game now via YouTube.
I got it off YouTube and burned it on a CD. And we play it. Well, I got the idea, but I had to get somebody else to do it for me.
Still smart. Yes, it's very beige.
But it was fun. We played it. I made my husband play it with me, and he's like...
And it's hard. We've only won like a couple times.
Yeah. You get knocked around. But it was fun, though. I remember playing it with my kids when they were little. and they really got a kick out of it, especially when they got put in the stasis field.
Oh, that one's classic.
Looks like Steve's ready to join the party.
Oh. I mean, he's out on the actual site, I believe. Yep, there he is.
You're pixelated as hell, bro.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
What's up, Skipper?
Hello, sir.
Oh, he froze.
He looks like a Klingon in that.
I can't tell his hand from his cheek.
Oh, there we go. Stream stabilized
He's
again.
going.
So are you heading back to station or still out there?
No, we're headed back to station now. So this is, everybody that sees it sends me messages. I'm a deputy.
Steve's just all about public service.
All I heard is he's a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, that.
He has service jobs like I have hats.
Man, there's so many comments to make, and I'm just like, we're gonna wave off.
Wave off.
And we lost him.
Yeah, as soon as he gets closer to town again, he'll probably have actual signal, but
Yeah, it's not like he's a deputy and a fireman and all that kind of shit in downtown LA where they have good coverage.
yeah, it's like 5G.
Yeah, no.
We're so close to 5G we get cancer.
Yeah, no, he isn't. He's on BFE.
Yeah, I mean, he basically, his phone is setting out smoke signals. There's a little thing that just removes the smoke flume every time he does something.
They're voting on 5G in my city right now.
How do you have to vote on technology?
Yeah,
What?
it's like, no, we don't want that. We don't want faster
Don't fry our
internet.
brains. No.
It's yeah, if you sleep next to it, next to the transmitter up on the pole, you might get cancer if you stayed there a week.
Stop.
I think some people would ID that stuff.
I live in Keene, New Hampshire. It's a very roots city where we have a mayor, we have a city manager, or we have city council, but our meetings are all open town meetings. So it's things that are going to benefit the town, they ask for our vote. So it's we just went through a mask ordinance in the city in Keene where basically if you're out in public, you can't maintain distance, you need to wear a mask.
I mean, do you guys take turns being mayor?
That'd be awesome.
Every 2 years.
There's actually a town in Kansas that does that. It only has 5 residents.
Yeah.
I'd like
There's
to
a
have my own
And
town.
they're all related, I'm sure.
I'm about to say, Greg, you sound like a town that I have family in Eureka, California. They've never gotten a Walmart. They've never gotten a Costco. They've never gotten
They have a
Burger King
McDonald's?
or Denny's. They have one McDonald's, but it's not in town. It's on the outskirts of town. It's not quite in city limits. They won't vote anything in that will compete with a mom and pop business that's been there.
But they do have a mall up there.
They do have the mall, but you've been in
I've seen it. Yes, I have.
It's full of random, just off the wall home businesses.
Well, they had Hometown Buffet in there when they were still around. But if
Yep.
you don't like it up there, you just go 200 Highway 299 to Reading.
Yep.
We are a college town. We are a college city and a hospital city. So everyone's like, oh, COVID's going to go crazy in here because, college and hospital. Our county is the lowest in our state. Keene is the lowest. We have no reported cases as of right now. I think our highest number was 4 at one time. But, like you said, we have the balance where we have all these commercial establishments, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, but we still have the same mom and pop stores. Everything in our main street is locally owned. There are no commercial businesses on our main street.
Well, that's pretty cool. But I mean, still, voting on 5G seems a little Luddite.
I'm all for it if it makes my internet faster and I can.
It will.
Do shit.
It's supposed to be like fiber speeds over the air.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm all for it. But it's an older town. We have a very high concentration of.
All the other people are like, "What's the internet? Is that thing with the tubes?"
Exactly.
No, it's a couple cups with a wire through it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a number of places. There's a number of places like Mary just put up that are like that now. That just they won't allow anything that'll compete with and destroy like small businesses that have like been like cornerstones of their towns for over 100 years.
There were more
Lost him.
places that were respected their mom and pop shops. Just absolutely, some towns just bend over and welcome the big shit in and watch the little shit dry up, and you're like, oh shit, now the economy's ruined. Who saw that coming? Like, everyone. But there's a balance. I remember when Carson City was still kind of small, so.
Yeah, back when. Really, I mean, it was really always kind of been pretty big.
No, as I've learned, not by the standards of other people.
Yeah, for us it was.
It was big for Nevada, northern Nevada, but that's like, it's adorable.
Which town?
Carson City, Nevada.
Oh, Carson City.
Like, I was there when it was, what, 50,000?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
About 50,000, and then they welcomed in Walmart and the big chains and wondered where all the local businesses went. And then they welcomed in all the Californians that were moving up, and no lie, Martha is like, I'm a transplant for.
What does that say? R8 is best? You're right.
No.
What's his name?
Me.
3. 3.
Well,
we took my wife and I on our second anniversary. We went up and stayed in Reno, and then drove down to Carson to take the train from there to Virginia City.
So fairly recently, when they've got that done, so you had to like drive to the.
I was gonna say there was a train that goes to Virginia City.
Yeah,
there is now. Yes,
the
over where the dump was to get on.
I don't know where, but the nice thing about it, we didn't even know that this was going on. It was the pre-show to Hot August Nights.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so cars were up and down the street there. So we just, it's like, oh, great, this is fun.
So I went back to the old homestead a couple times this past year. Once last November, and once again this May. I think it was May.
Yeah, it was May.
For sad reasons, but it was really interesting seeing, like, the first time I went in November. I also put us up at the Nugget for a couple nights, and just seeing Virginia Square was just so weird because it's so different. It's just fucking apartments now. Like, how would you hold a Hot August Nights here? There's no room anymore.
They don't. It's in Sparks now.
Well, I was in the Sparks Nugget. Yeah, so it was. But still, I mean, Virginia Street goes through that, and it was crazy.
I had to go up for work doing lease rolls on computers up in Reno, and didn't know it was, what was it, a Wednesday or Thursday, and I stayed at the Pepper Mill, and didn't know it was the first day of Hot August Nights, and it's like, cool. I just walked around all the cars there at the Peppermill, went up to.
Oh, Jesus. Who paid for your hotel, man? How did you end up there accidentally?
Well, no, I didn't know that it was that day. Fortunately, the hotel was at the cheapest possible. If I would have gone up to Friday or Saturday, forget it.
Oh, yeah. Like, holy
The company
crap.
wouldn't have paid for that.
Yeah, no.
But I had no idea it was going to be, the hot August nights, the first day. Got to see the white T-Bird from American Graffiti up there.
Wow.
Yep.
Beautiful car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they start at the Peppermill and then like migrate to the Atlantis and then up to Sparks.
Well, they had several spots. I mean,
Yeah.
they had cars at the Peppermill, the Atlantis, over to the what is that called now? The Grand Sierra. I keep
Tucson.
wanting to call it the MGM Grand.
The MGM, yeah.
Or Bally's, or the Reno Hilton, or the Hilton.
Oh, that's
Or-
right.
Yeah.
It's been like 8 things.
That's right.
I
Forgot.
remember the MGM. It was the MGM first.
MGM was the longest. But that hotel has changed hands more than
Oh, yeah, I
DirecTV
know.
has.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes, I know,
how
Carol.
people have been to fucking Reno on this call. I mean, shit. or Northern Nevada. I mean, Virginia City.
Carol went to UNR, if I recall.
No shit.
She's in the chat. Yeah.
In Virginia City, where the Ponderosa was near.
No.
Not
So
really.
we're like actually opposite sides of Reno.
Ponderosa is right off northern Tahoe.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the property was sold and it was all torn down.
Oh, but I meant fictionally. They said they were going into
fictionally,
Virginia
it's all
City.
through that area.
Mhm.
In fact, fictionally, it took place more on the California side, but they filmed in Nevada for cheaper.
Yeah.
I was more of a High Chaparral person. I like Bonanza.
Yeah.
And then I took the wife to Virginia City. She really enjoyed that. It was like nothing, and she's from Southern California. She's from LA. And I was like, this was fucking crazy. Like it's like an actual old timey town for reals. Like it's not just some old ladies trying to. Like, yeah, I totally made this. I bought it off eBay, whatever, But apparently all their old-timey eclectic places are kind of shisty. Like, no, they've been making shit in that candy store for fucking ever. And we could go down to this mine shaft in this bar.
Oh, up in Virginia City?
And I finally got to drink in the Bucket of Bud Saloon, which, as a kid, clearly I could not. That was a rule, apparently, even in Nevada, where all the firemen would go drink. So, Kim's in charge now. She's in the.
Oh,
You're the boss.
I'm glad he warned me.
Yep.
Oh,
That's why you're an admiral.
Yeah.
well, actually, Justin is. Justin, you come back in with Russell away because this is Justin's show. I'm just a guest tonight. There he is.
There he is.
Hey, boss.
I'm interested. I'm excuse my ignorance. I know Russell and he and I interface fairly often and talking bullshit because he's on my chapter and has to endure the ramblings of his chief engineer. But I know he's been training more and more people to do different things as the Starfleet, shall we call it, video presence grows, which I'm also a big fan of. So what is everybody's specific role now? Because if I'm ignorant, then somebody else must be.
Well, I'm the senior production director, and I run the AMAs, the Ask Me Anythings, both versions.
So like last night.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
And
Justin,
I have the
you
After
do.
Dark. This is my show.
Okay. And
So that's why I was messaging you the other night going, hey,
No.
would you like to come on?
I'm glad you did. Turns out we're having a fantastic time.
And Russell does the icons.
Icons, okay.
Yeah.
And he's also prepping for the other thing, right? It's like
Yes,
Something at
the
large.
Starfleet at large. Starfleet
Yeah.
at large.
that's the news thing,
Would-
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's going to be a scripted show where it's going to be about the various ships from Starfleet. And Jeff and Russell are spearheading that together.
I think it's fantastic that Starfleet can. Let me backtrack a little bit. In an organization that is generally not getting any younger.
Tell me about it.
We seem to be coming across that, like, our biggest influx of members of my chapter has been former members. You know, they're all sitting in our house, bored out of our minds. They came back to Starfleet. I don't know that that's a sustainable recruiting policy, but so going back and seeing when, you know, I know it started with Steve just wanted to talk to people one-on-one, and now this whole new comms section has evolved out of it. I think that's in a very short period of time, and an ever-increasing quality. I think it's really, really awesome. Why you guys?
That's all Russell's baby.
No.
We're just along for the ride.
Wait, what now?
You popped off and
your
nobody
baby,
knew what you
communications,
Justin came in.
I went to go get something to drink.
That still looks like an empty glass, so you failed.
No, I drank it.
Oh, well.
Well,
Maybe
then
somebody
you
else
need to replace it.
No, I wouldn't say AVS is my baby. I would say it was more Steve's baby that I kind of got into.
You're the
And then-
babysitter.
Yeah. And then now we've spawned little babies, and now Kim and Justin are taking care of some of them. I have mine. Jeff's gonna have his.
He's the governor.
So it's been an evolution, but the goal is to have the department in such a way that basically the department is self-sufficient, so it doesn't require one specific person to
But that was a
run it.
very rapid professionalization of some ideas that happened, and then just like they did happen, they came to fruition, and they're like, all right, how can we make this, you know, tighter, more legitimate? And again, I think you guys are killing yourself by keep inviting me to this shit, because I'm just bringing that bar right back down. But no, it's been fantastic how quickly you guys have evolved this, all of the different parts, and like, what's the next thing? Like, you're like, apparently you guys are starved and hungry and need to go invent the next best thing.
I'm hungry. I got in Tom's trail mix.
Ah, shit, that's awesome.
I love the little banana chips. When he gets to it, I'll left raisins because I've eaten everything else.
No, fuck raisins. It's just sad grapes. Grapes that couldn't become wine. They like totally failed at their destiny.
Yeah, James, the one that you're going to trip over when I hit you with it.
Or is it grape's destiny to become wine, Jeremy?
That's what I always thought. I mean, why eat them? I mean, they're supposed to become wine. You're robbing of their best life, right? That we're all here for. Their
Right.
best life.
I can't drink wine. No matter if it's cheap or expensive or what, because that's been one of my husband's goals. Because he likes wine, to find one I can drink, and it all smells and tastes like vinegar to me.
Drink port.
I would.
Port.
Oh, I've tried that too. Oh,
That's just fruit juice.
Usually the people that can't do wines, it's either the tannin or the sulfate, and unless you get to like some really, really poor quality shit, which you might as well just drink better things with 7-Up in it, then you're never get away from the tannins or the sulfates. It's just the reality of making a fermented beverage out of grapes. But no, I've taken up that challenge on beer. I'm not going to take up that challenge on wine. And I did find, for the record, I've not failed in my challenge on beer.
Right.
I
I will fix that.
I like rum sometimes. I don't drink very often. Just Once in a while, if I'm on After Dark, because it gives me that liquid courage, If I'm
So
not
what are
working,
you drinking tonight, Kim?
I have some.
She's like Tennessee moonshine.
No, I'm out of that. It's just that whiskey and Coke.
Okay.
What's your
Well, I'm from Tennessee. I have to have Jack Daniels. So.
Oh, you're killing me. It's sweet with sweet.
God.
It's just a little bit. I take the cap, put a little in the cap, and throw it in on the Coke. I'm a real hard one. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I take the cap, I pour the whiskey in the cap, I pour the bottle in the Coke.
Take the cap.
No.
It's all about myself.
Pour the bottle in the glass, and then put the cap of Coke.
Yeah.
No.
I like
2
trivia
shots
games.
of vodka.
No, I like trivia games, and I picked up this game. It was called Songburst, I think, and you had to fill in the missing lyrics, and it was 50 songs. I thought, well, I'll ace this.
Yeah.
What I didn't read in the small print was you have to sing them. I can't sing
Unacceptable, yeah.
at all. And so our guest and Tom were drinking wine, and they were doing real good. And I had a little tiny thing of Kraken rum where I'd used it to make rum balls, and I put that in the Coke real quick, and I was just, and then I could do it, but I still couldn't sing, but I was at least able to make noise.
Yeah. Well, you get enough Kraken in you, you don't care.
Yeah.
Kraken rum is good.
Mixer.
Yes.
Kraken is just like that. I can mix Kraken with damn near anything, and it's going to come out okay.
All right. Those of you from New Hampshire,
you're gonna
Kraken and Moxie.
I'm sorry, what was
Kraken and Moxie?
Kraken and Moxie.
What the hell is Moxie?
It's a drink from up north. There's a woman that was in Starfleet for years. That was her nickname, is Starfleet Moxie. We still talk on Facebook, but I miss her.
Without being
it's a very old drink.
Kraken and Moxie. I mean, you mix Kraken and Moxie, it makes a great old one. It's what I call that cocktail.
So what cracked me up was for ages. If someone came up to my bar, and I don't bartend professionally, I only bartend for charity. But I bartended a couple times for charity, and in my sling of the drink, people show up and they're like, I don't know what the fuck I want. Like I would just serve them Kraken and 7-Up, and get the fuck out of the way. Someone that knows what they're doing is about to step up the bar. Get out the way. One of my best buddies, who's had the he was a lieutenant when I was an airman, and he hasn't murdered me in 17 years, so that's quite nice of him, I feel. I've actually known him longer than my wife. He pointed up to my bar in my house, and didn't know, like, fine, Kraken 7-Up, here he goes. So it's a Kraken up.
Cracking up.
Son of a bitch. Like, I've been doing this for years. And
the drink has a name.
You gave me a Kraken up. And they just lost.
If you put it in hot chocolate with some peach schnapps, it's really good.
Like, you can mix Kraken with anything.
I like it. I like the bottle. I tried to get
the bottle's got like a hand reminiscent of chugging moonshine. For those of you who don't know, you're supposed to chug moonshine with your thumb. It's hard, and sometimes you crack yourself in the head if you're not used to this and you're not from the fucking South. That's fun and exciting game too. So
my grandfather made moonshine.
Have you tried their limited edition coffee rum?
Mm-mm.
Wait, whose?
Kraken's.
No shit.
I don't drink coffee.
Thing, because
it's called Black something. I don't know if it's Black Watch or Black.
I'm gonna go tell my.
It is awesome. You take that and you mix it with Frangelico and some Kahlua and some Baileys and some amaretto. Blend it with ice, and It tastes like a milkshake. You can't taste the alcohol.
But
But by God, it will hit you like a velvet hammer.
There it is, Kraken Black Roast Coffee Rum.
Crown
Yeah,
coming.
that's it.
A hug.
You gotta try that. It's, oh my God, it's phenomenal. Put it
So,
on some vanilla ice cream.
I'm a big fan of very classic cocktails. Like they're booze forward with some bitters to, you know, and that's my jam.
I love some bitters. That's what's in Moxie. That's what
My
gets
wife
the taste.
eats that shit. So it's like one of those things. If I can make a drink that my wife will drink, then I'm like, well, then literally anyone is good. And now I know that is satisfactory. I do a little bit of work on one of our other, should I say, sister clubs of science fiction, the TRMN. I do some work over there, slinging drinks once a year. Didn't get to do it this year. FenCon got canceled. I'm very sad. It's my favorite convention. Where I usually get to sling booze for charity.
I was gonna say all your
David
stuff
Weber
got canceled
about
this
7
year.
years ago.
All my shit got canceled this year. I'm like, no. We did do
2 weeks.
We did rescue for the rogues. I slang.
Yeah.
That was the last weekend there was of that Renaissance Festival, and we raised almost $5,000 in record time. Like we were done. Like I was bullshitting with my people and not even tending bar anymore by midnight. It was weird. It was super fun. Like everyone just like came to this like, we know this is last weekend. Money. And like, oh, great, thanks. I'll never be able to accomplish that again. But it was about $5,000 in 7 hours, I think, under 6 or 7 hours.
So that's the challenge you got to uphold yourself to next year.
Right.
We'll time you.
I think everyone's going to be out for blood next year. It's gonna be,
they're just going to come and they're just going to stay at the bar. They're never going to leave it.
Everyone's going to be cutthroat next year.
No, they won't, because they're going to need the drinks at that point. They're going to get there. They're like, finally, we can drink again. And then they're just going to sit at your bar the whole time. They're never going to leave.
James Cecil, mead is good. Yes, I was on the mead diet. I lost 3 days once.
I think I've heard about that. It involved another RC, didn't it?
I can introduce you to the man whose name's Thorin. He does the best mead there is. We tried doing canned mead, like with a friend, and I'm not sure we should call them a friend. No, we actually would. But like they were looking for like, we go to the beach, because the beach is one of those things that you can still go do, like as a couple. Like you're not going out as a 20 or party of school. But there's no glass allowed.
There's that.
So he absolutely shanghaied us all to come to his house and try all these things that were in a can. Like just random things that weren't beer, but not in glass, bring it. And then, rate things accordingly. And got this meadery out of Colorado, and it was complete crap.
Good evening, everybody. We've got some new people just came in.
Hey.
Good evening.
Wife is laughing her ass off. I don't know what the hell that, but
Someone told a joke that wasn't you.
that's fair. I like really terrible humor. That's not even. That's probable.
Yeah, dark humor is like food.
Oh,
Not
no,
everybody gets it.
No. What are you doing?
Dark humor, like gallows humor.
What are you mixing that with, John?
No.
I'll be right back.
It's got Blackheart rum.
He doesn't even look happy.
He's not. He's sad. He just know it.
I'm quite happy, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, the face you had when he said, "What are you mixing that with?" It was like a scowl, like.
That's my default face.
Laugh. When we went for my first
Be right back.
my first foyer into Starfleet events, shall we say? The Oklahoma 2010. Wow, that's a fantastic picture, Russell. I'm jealous. Glory to your house. So we learned in Oklahoma that you can't buy booze except in a very special store. So I found that bottle and it was really kind of cool. So I bought that bottle. And this is like the world's not the best rum. And I couldn't mix it with anything that they would give me in Oklahoma to make it taste so good. So I still have that bottle, but it was such a pretty bottle.
The Kraken bottle is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got a bottle for you guys to see. See if you've actually seen this one. Wow. Wait a minute.
All right, so turn it slightly so there's an angel.
Oh wow.
Label and some glare. I feel it could probably looks like a champagne bottle.
No, it's a wine.
It's a wine.
Hate to say it. It's hard to see it. It's from Skywalker Ranch.
Oh.
This is one of the Skywalker Ranch, vineyard bottles.
Can you bring it down just a little bit? Because I think there's like a coin bit on the top there.
Yeah, there is.
All right, so it's absolutely a sparkling bottle, right? So
A medallion.
So it's
Good night, Nick.
This one is a sparkling wine. We've got the reds and some of the other ones too.
Good night, Nick.
Good night, Nick.
I know how it's a good sparkling bottle when I can see the shape of the bottle, but no, I've never seen one of the Skywalker Ranch ones. That's a pretty distinctive angel. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, we've got to after all this COVID stuff's done, we've got to take a drive out to the ranch and see if we could get into the winery itself, do a little wine tasting.
Well, your Star Wars shit. I'm here for wine.
I happen to know where the ranch is. I've known for 35 years.
For a minute or two?
I actually think I've been to that where they filmed Picard. I think I've been there on a wine tasting before.
What do you mean?
Where'd they film it at?
The filming of his house, his chateau.
Oh, okay.
I think I've actually been to it before because that house looks awfully familiar.
It's pretty.
Mm. Oh wait, I've got the inside here somewhere. Yeah.
I just want to get some genuine Greek ouzo.
No.
No, you don't.
No.
No, you might want it, but your liver is telling you no.
My liver doesn't care anymore.
So you just ignore that light on the side of you? It just was blinking all the time. It's like, no. Stop.
Hey, the liver is evil and must be punished.
We're here.
So your liver, did you nickname your liver Miles O'Brien?
Pretty much.
If only we were all so resilient.
My dad actually smuggled home some Greek ouzo from Greece when he was in the Navy. And that stuff, I'm going to tell you, it ain't like what you can get here in the States.
No, we have laws here.
Yeah, exactly. Cocaine whiskey, not exactly legal.
Yeah, I'll leave that where it is. I got to buy
But it tastes like black licorice, so I was okay with it.
Talk about me.
No.
Milk of the Lion. What's that?
Milk of the Lion. It's like, is that like milk of the poppy? Like. Wait, mix ouzo with ice water. Make it milk of the lion. No, I'm good. Ouzo it's not supposed to be drank, I don't think. Maybe clean your floors.
Hey, y'all, I need to head on out. The boss is wanting to hit the sack. We got work to do here tomorrow.
I understand, sir. Have a good night. Thank
Stay
you for
safe.
coming on with us.
Hey, no problem. Hey, at least we don't have the smoke that we have here that the last few weeks. All these fires. It's been nasty. So.
Hopefully they start getting them under control within the next, couple of days.
Yeah, the one lightning one up in the north here has just gone through 3 or 4 counties or something. It's supposed to be one of the worst ones in California history now.
Yikes.
Oh wow, it's worse than Paradise already. I know that one was bad.
That one, Paradise, was bad. Yeah, yeah. We had on the first night of it, first morning of it, we actually had ash all over our cars, and we're not even close. We're what, an hour and about an hour away from the nearest version of the fire.
It's so
And
scary.
then, and then Monday, Justin would tell you too. The last Monday, it was just the skies here were brown. It was just nasty. So we're glad to have some sunshine today.
Hey, at least all we have is hurricanes. So.
No, don't want that.
Yeah. All right, Rob. Well, thank you again. It's always a pleasure to have you on.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good night.
Everybody, good evening. We'll see you next time.
Good night, sir.
Night.
Ouzo is not like absinthe.
No.
Absinthe has taste.
Ouzo has taste. Tastes like liquor.
Pain is not a taste. Oh
hey,
my God,
some
Ouzo,
of us are masochists. What can I say?
Oh my God, Ouzo, it's like, oh yeah, you just have that, and then your night just goes completely south quick.
You want to forget what you did tonight? Drink some Ouzo.
You know what's good is Sambuca with flamed with a couple of coffee beans in it. That is just awesome.
It's like moldy tea with coffee in it.
No, it's not moldy tea. You have no palate, sir.
No, there's mold in kombucha. That's like what kombucha partially is.
No. Sambuca.
It's a Sambuca. Okay. I thought you said kombucha.
Right.
I'm like, well, no, it's
not kombucha. That's all gross. No, Sambuca. Tastes like licorice. Couple coffee beans. Flame it over.
Yep.
Oh,
Mary has it.
Awesome.
She has it on lock right here. Ouzo tastes like turpentine. Yeah, it does taste like Navy coffee.
I don't. Mary, have you ever tasted turpentine?
If she's had Navy coffee, she has.
What with salt in it, brutes an old sock?
I wouldn't put it past him.
That's what the Navy does.
You know how we made coleslaw in the Navy? We took the mixed salad from the day before and we threw it in a shredder and added mayonnaise.
Yeah.
That's how we make coleslaw.
You do on a buffet. You take all of the old fried stuff, you grind it all up, turn it into fish cakes for the buffet at lunch.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, Navy does that too.
Oh, it was actually quite tasty.
It's tasty. It's probably not good for you, but.
Well, of course it gets fried. Of course it's not good for you.
Oh yes, Mary has tasted turpentine. I can vouch for her there. I took like 2 courses in art in college, and yeah, oh my God, like the turpentine gets everywhere. Like
I tasted turpentine when I was a kid. Ouzo is nothing like turpentine. Not real Ouzo, anyway. Real Ouzo tastes pretty much like Sambuca does.
I don't know.
Yeah, paint miniatures. I did it all the time. Like, just be sitting there painting a miniature. Dip my brush in the coffee.
Dip the paintbrush in the coffee cup, yeah.
And then grab the paint cup and drink it.
That's a bad day. We've done that. It's bad. I don't like this background at all.
I'm not a painter. Not a good painter anyway. I had to paint all our patio furniture last spring, and I ran out of masks. And so this was before the virus. And so I'm out there painting, and I had painted so much that my nose looked like I had been doing cocaine. I just had white on my face.
Because you've been huffing paint.
Yeah. Because there's like, 17 pieces of the wrought-on furniture on the patio, and ugh.
Oh, so
It's a
you have
mess.
the eyeballs in Rust-Oleum?
And then I got
Ooh.
tired of that and just got the cheap Walmart paint, the 98-cent can.
Ooh. Oh, that stuff is.
Oh, give me a sec.
But it looked good. Tom said, "Why'd you change the color?" Because it was black. I said I wanted to go with white for a change. So, I bet it's Steve.
I'm not going to
Probably.
take you up on that bet.
Sometimes Russell looks like he's 10 years old.
Can you hear me now?
He's a baby face. Yeah, we can hear you, John.
Crap.
Did you?
I thought this thing had a mute button. Apparently, I was wrong.
Well, sure it does. You didn't press it though.
There he's muted. No, he's not. Can't you get comfortable, Gregg?
No, not at all, because I have two cats that insist on wherever I try to get comfortable. No, we're going to go here.
They're cats. They're assholes.
Get a treat and throw it across the room, and when they go over after it, then you can get comfy.
Oh, no, they come back and they will literally howl until I move. They rule this household. I am just here for the ride.
Look, dogs have masters, cats have servants.
Wouldn't have it any other way, though.
No. So I have dogs.
I saw a funny thing about that. It said the earth couldn't be flat because if it was, cats would have pushed everything off of it.
Yep.
Right? Well, I mean, there's a difference between dog theology and cat theology. For dogs, it's like, you feed me, you pet me, you take care of me, you must be God. Cats are like, you feed me, you pet me, you take care of me, I must be God.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty
It is.
Apologize for sneezing at everybody. My bad. Usually I catch it faster than that.
No, with my work schedule, the cats don't need to be let out, fed all the time. They can give them a gallon of food, they'll make it last for a week. Give a gallon of food to a dog, it lasts 3 minutes.
Well, not my dog. My dog isn't actually food driven. He won't eat his breakfast because he doesn't like to eat in the morning, and he'll just let it sit. I got a doggy door so he can go out when he wants. So
that's fairly rare for dogs, actually, that they will let food go. But
yeah, a lot of dogs are like that. My roommate's dogs will eat everything in sight.
What I thought was interesting, I read an article not too terribly long ago about that. There was the initial idea that man domesticated dogs, and then there became this other, shall I say, conflicting theory that dogs domesticated man. They figured that if you look cute enough, they don't kill you. And if
that's how babies live.
And then if you help each other hunt, then you've proven yourself valuable to the tribe and become part of the tribe.
Well, see, I mean, cats will bring you dead things because they think you can't hunt.
Yeah, because they think you're shitty as hunter, yes.
Exactly. They think you suck.
See, my cat would do that purposely just to be an asshole.
Like, they bring you animals. They bring you dead things as a sign of respect. Like, look what I did for you.
Not mine.
No, they do as a sign of disrespect because you suck as a hunter, so I have to feed you myself.
You have failed so horribly at this task.
See, based on how my cat acts, my cat would know full well that I don't want that, don't need that, and he would just bring it in because he's like, this will piss him off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is that.
This is the same cat that will meow at you and meow at you, meow at you,
Like,
and then you
just
pet it.
staring you dead in the eye as they dump shit off the table. Like,
Yeah.
I will end you.
Oh,
I mean,
my
cats
alarm.
are just assholes.
My alarm goes
Bizarre.
off at 5:45 in the morning, Monday through Friday. If I'm not up by 6 a.m., like before I get in the shower and like pet him or fed them, or I will be in the shower and they will both sit on the ledge, staring at me. Like, you have not fed us yet. What the heck?
Yeah, not a cat person. Just gonna say.
I like my cat. I mean, we used to have more, but ours, he'll knock stuff off. I said, "Don't you do that?" And he just reaches over his paw and waits. As soon as I turn my head, I hear it go to the floor. So he goes out. We shut the door on him. We shut the door on him. But James has dogs that they do give him the stink eye. If he doesn't take them out when they want to go, they will sit and stare him down.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a dominant thing. That's a pack mentality.
Yeah, that's them like negotiating with Bast, the Egyptian goddess, going, no, we still have them, we own them. That's cool.
No, I can't shut any doors in my apartment. They don't like it.
Well, we'd like to sleep.
My point has been made.
I shut the bathroom door and there's two paws under there going, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
They'll get used to it. I like to keep a glass of water by the bed. And we had to quit that because he'd stick his paw in it. He'd knock it off. So I got those stainless steel water bottles with the screw top.
Yep.
And that's what we have to keep it cat free. If he knocks one of those off, it does make noise. Tom sits straight up in the bed, but we did finally have to shut him out at night because he decides he wants to play at 2 a.m.
Oh, the 100-yard meter dash?
Yeah, the cats have the people trained.
So I just shut that door.
Yeah, he'll howl, so it's not even working anymore.
Yeah.
You got to be tough. It's like when you have a kid. A baby will push you, and you have to let them cry sometimes.
Bag.
I just got furry.
I never left.
I know. But
Right. Well, yeah, we knew that because the connection was still up and we're good.
Well, there's two other people that can have control of this as well, but they let me have my show for the night.
And why not?
I was actually
Yeah, like that's the one thing. Like I'm kind of, I'm a little different than some of the other vice chiefs and chiefs. Like I try to kind of let my staff do their jobs. Try my best not to put my finger in it.
But you're there when we need you. I'll text you during the day.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, I got to give Steve credit for that. He lets me pretty much take care of the ship while he takes care of all the political crap. So.
Well,
was that Steve that had called
That's
you?
a boon.
I'm sorry, Kim?
Was that Steve that had called you, Russell?
Yes. So Steve he literally got in his driveway, and he got another call. He had to go all the way back.
Oh.
So he's thinking he'll probably be back in about 20 minutes. He doesn't think this call will be that long, but that's what you think. That's what you think, and then you get there and it's like, oh my God, it's a 17-story fucking structure fire. Oh goddamn! Like,
I don't think they have 17 stories where Steve's from.
maybe
Yeah, I was
trees,
gonna say, no.
treehouse.
Treehouse. Treehouse, yeah.
Hi, Paul.
No, the problem is all the wind from the remnants of Laura are heading up his way, and they're like knocking trees over all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, that's going to be a perpetual issue for a lot of people.
Well, the good news is that any cats that are stuck in the trees won't be a problem because the trees will fall down.
Fair.
Or they went flying already.
Okay,
Russell, you're just like having a big glass of Ketracel White there? What's going on?
Yeah, it's Ketracel White. I gotta get my Dominion fixed that way. No, it's milk. Remember, I've told you, I'm like literally. I just started when I disappeared. I just started this gallon.
Oh my gosh!
I'm one of those people that can actually do the gallon challenge, like where I can drink a gallon of milk in less than an hour and all
Like
that
not
crap,
die?
and not die or be able to hold it down. Yeah.
Yeah, well, not have gallstones that, beat them up.
No, I get kidney stones. Bad.
Ooh.
I always have, but actually the milk for some reason helps it.
Oh,
2% or vitamin D, Russell?
that looked like
It's
the real
whole
thing.
milk. It's
That
whole
was the
milk.
real deal.
You don't mess around. It's whole.
Yeah.
Right.
That is flavor.
My parents had never tasted Nutter Butter cookies. I know.
This is like the best.
I know. It's
What?
my mother never bought those for us growing up. She'd always get Oreos and things like that because that's what my dad liked. Well, they were at our house and tasted Nutter Butters, and the milk consumption has went way up at their house now because they'll get a pack, and Mama go, I got 2, but it made the row fall down. I thought, well, I'll make it look neater. Let me take 3 more. And Dad'll just like, he's got his milk chugging them.
And Dad's house, a whole thing of Girl Scout cookies falls down in a day, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
See, what I always did with Nutter Butters, I'd take
Oh,
2
they
Nutter
fall down
Butters
the-
and put them in the glass with the milk and let them sit. And then I take the spoon and stir it up in the milk. Then I have Nutter Butter milk.
I kind of miss Nutter Butters.
Jeanette.
I'm with you. That
I can't have them. I'm diabetic.
Oh, you can't have them because why?
I'm diabetic.
Well, so's my mom, but she'll just give an extra shot. I say, Mother, don't do that.
You know,
you try that
it's
again?
not worth the extra insulin, honestly.
See, I've seen
you a
where
type two,
people
John?
they'll have it on both ends, like they'll go low and high, and they'll wait until it gets low enough. Like they figured out how much it'll affect their insulin level by eating one of the cookies, and they'll let their insulin drop to the point where they can eat cookies. Like,
You know, but I have gastric bypass, so they make me sick anyway.
yeah, you're kind of
Oh.
boned.
I'm screwed, yeah, pretty much. But I do have these cool insulin pods, so.
Yeah, my grandma used to do the same thing, Mary. Same
My
exact
parents-
thing.
See,
My
I
grandma
have
was not from the South. My grandma was from Germany. They did not do any of that shit.
No,
I
they
would have-
put sausage and beer there.
I'm here.
Oh, that was a quick 20 minutes.
I sped. So what did I miss? Besides Gregg picking his nose.
lot of
What's up, Skipper?
Not much.
We're talking about cats and whole milk and Nutter Butters and
And insulin.
Is that why John looks like he's hungry?
Oh, we're all hungry.
No.
What'd you bring it?
I'm eating KFC.
Oh, you got one of those garbage
Good.
cans.
All right.
I always loved that when those came out. The KFC garbage can. It
Uh-uh.
looks like the garbage can looks after Thanksgiving dinner.
oh,
It does.
I did a decent chicken in the Instant Pot tonight, like a roast chicken. Just gotta finish it up under the broiler a little bit to crisp skin. Not so bad.
Bugger.
It was like
Excuse
one
me
whole
a
chicken
minute.
in a
I
can.
need to get some more insulin.
So what's new? What did I miss? Anything good? Damn, down to 14 members. That's
Well, we drove everybody else away.
Yeah.
it's been pretty tame tonight.
I'm basically doing the milk gallon challenge at this point. So
And Rob had to go.
I don't
You
even
missed,
think there are any
you missed the rum talk.
we had a healthy
God.
discussion on rum.
why
Hey,
is the rum
Donna.
always gone?
why is the rub gone?
no, we did rum, we did Nutter Butters, milk.
The rum is gone. It's my fault.
This goes out to James Cecil. It is finger licking good.
You know why they stopped using that? Is because people kept biting their damn fingers. So they had to put a disclaimer on people's hands. It's like, sorry, do not eat fingers.
Well,
They
if
will
you're
taste
stupid enough to
good.
if you're stupid enough to eat your own finger, then you're stupid enough to be on the short boat.
Okay, they put notices on bleach saying don't drink this.
And we did try
Come on.
So, yeah. So,
I think that's so crazy.
2 words.
Yeah.
Tide Pods.
Tide Pod. Shut up, John.
The forbidden fruit.
Anybody
Now
dumb enough, I
maybe
swear.
Like, did you hear about how Tide they came out with Tide detergent and it's in these little boxes, and then someone's like, "Oh look, they're coming out with Tide freaking drink boxes now," and I'm like, "Oh God.
It's like a friggin' juice box now. Oh my God.
It's like
Well,
a
they had the
Capri
wine
Sun.
box already. Like that.
Like a Capri Sun. Just stab it.
Just
Stab
at
that
the
bitch
bottom.
till you get it.
That's nasty.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, David. Hi, Mike. Happy birthday, Mike.
Whose birthday is it? Mike
Mike
Irvin.
Irvine.
Happy birthday,
Mike
sir.
Irvine. Yeah.
That's true, David.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh boy.
That is absolutely true, David. If there's a warning, some dumbass has done it.
Well,
Yeah.
do not stop chainsaw with your genitals.
Ah! No, you want to help? So we're cutting the tree down.
Do not unjab wood chipper with foot. Yeah.
I like the one
Someone
for
else's foot.
the sunshade for your windshield, and it says "Do not drive with this in your window."
Somebody's done it.
Oh, that reminds me. So you know how now instead of booting your car, they're putting this this like enormous fucking panel over your windshield? I
No.
literally so it's like a giant suction cup, and it sits over the entirety of your windshield. It covers the entire driver's side and most of the passenger side of the windshield. And it's cheaper for them to do and causes less damage to the car than a boot will. So they're using that now. I swear, and I on 35 going towards Austin as I'm coming home, there's a guy completely out of his driver's side window driving his car with one of these enormous yellow panels on the fucking windshield. I'm just like, oh, why are people so dumb?
How are they locked on?
So it's a giant, I'm not kidding you, the suction cup is the size of, those toboggan sleds you can buy at Walmart, the round ones? That's the size of the suction cup.
And it locks.
And it goes on, and it has a motor that sucks all the air out, and then it pins. And the only way to get it off is to put your credit card into the little slip, and it charges you the fine for your parking ticket.
I
And then
think with a good night, you could get past that.
Yeah, and then what you're supposed to do at that point is if it unlocks, you fold it up, you put it in the trunk, and then you go wherever you're going. And then you call the 1-800 number on it, and they will send someone out to wherever you're at to pick the thing up.
Or people just throw it.
They can pick it up when I slice it off.
But here's the problem. If you do that, you've put your card in to get it off. So it will charge your card for the amount that it's worth, and they're worth like a couple $100.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like you're renting it at that point.
I'm not putting a card in. I'm putting a knife in.
See, you can't access it. The only way to get them released, there is a way to get them released without like fucking everything up. You need a drill. You drill a suction cup. Yeah, you drill a hole in your windshield underneath it from the inside, and it'll release the air, and then it just comes right off. But then you have a hole in your windshield.
Those can actually be fixed.
Yes, exactly.
If it's smaller than a dime, if you can lay $1 bill across it.
But they're doing they're doing that thing now, and I guess in San Antonio. But I just saw this guy just driving his car. He's literally like sitting on his door.
Oh my God!
I'm just
That's
like, God, he's got some long legs. And he's going, and I mean, it's just 35 through Shirts here, so it's a 65-mile-an-hour road, which means in Texas it's an 85-mile-an-hour road that everyone goes 90.
Right, very much like Chicago.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like nobody listens to speed limits here.
I know when I was going down south to work, I was staying in Galveston, but I was working in Houston. When I first was working in Houston, it actually has a sign that you must accelerate to this many miles per hour before entering freeway. Dude, it was 80 miles an hour on a sign to enter the freeway.
Like, do not fuck this up.
Yeah, if you're not, they will ticket you too. They will straight pull you over if you don't merge. In that one, the yield
there are
is
signs along the highways that do not slow Texas down.
Yeah, like so in most states I'm used to the yield signs being the yield to the you on the freeway yield to the people merging.
Yeah.
Is how I've always been taught. Texas is the reverse. It's like
catch up.
Yeah, it's like, and they straight up tell you it's an on-ramp. If you are not going the speed of the freeway before the last like 20% of that row of the on-ramp, you're doing it wrong.
You're wrong.
Hang on, let me get rid of that for you.
It's like Philadelphia. I had to drive up there once, and I thought I'll never survive this.
Now look, now you survived working for the CS. You're doing pretty good.
Whoa, his voice is like booming and all-encompassing now.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's how I was taught, is that it's an acceleration light. It's what you use to speed up to the speed of traffic.
Yeah.
Traffic doesn't slow down for you.
Yeah, but they're doing 80, 85, maybe 90 here.
Okay, so
retarded.
Well, they could slide over if the lane's there.
It's 6 lanes of 90 miles plus.
Oh.
No, in Texas, there's usually only 3 lanes.
I'll just stay here in Cape Town.
Look, here in Virginia, there are so many people from so many different places. Nobody drives the same, which means that nobody can drive.
Yeah, Chicago is full of shit. I would never drive there. Like, no. We got in a taxi cab once, and I was afraid for my life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have no desire to go to Chicago anyway.
We took the train everywhere else. It was much more sane. But yeah, Chicago was crazy.
Well, I don't have reciprocity in Illinois, so I'm not interested.
I went to Chicago once. I was chaperoning a school trip. They did have some nice museums. Went to the Field Museum. It was real nice.
I actually loved being in Chicago. I just wouldn't ever drive there.
Oh, I wouldn't want to live there.
Take the tram everywhere. That's fine. But it was actually that's a really proud city. That like everywhere else has the U.S. or state flag. They have a city flag, and it's a pretty awesome fucking flag.
Nice.
And they fly that son-of-a-bitch everywhere. And they have a lot of pride in the art, and then, like I said, on the museums, there's a lot of really cool shit about Chicago. Just don't fucking drive there. You can die. Take the trains everywhere. You have a much better chance of surviving this endeavor.
Ow, Steve, you're going to cause a seizure.
Right? Shit.
Oh,
You make it blinky. I'm not epileptic, so we're good.
He doesn't want us to see him enjoying his KFC.
I wonder what perfect he is, man.
He doesn't care to eat in front of all of us. He's done it before. Yeah.
Kill me,
Hey, KFC, mashed potatoes and gravy.
Hey, this is what happens when the CS is a fireman, a deputy, a dad, and I don't know what else the shit I do. So yeah, I eat when I can. You guys.
Well, you're a glutton for punishment and a glutton generally. So
yeah, we took a vote on that earlier.
So the vote is James Herring is CS now. Is that what you're saying?
Nope.
No.
Say that.
No, we're saying just eat and enjoy it.
We took a vote and you were a glutton for punishment. So that was the title we were bestowing.
Jeremy, did you ever hear from that Vulcan's Forge chick, CO?
Hey,
the Vulcan's Forge chick, CO. Jan.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, boss?
Heard from her intermittently.
I'll never tell.
Oh, she never did answer me when I emailed her or her XO.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I'll just say this. I'm on my first glass. Wait till I'm on my second glass, and you can ask me what I really think of some of the people in Starfleet.
What are we drinking out of a main?
I've heard what you said about some people in Starfleet. So.
Hey, in Kentucky, this is what we drink out of is a mason jar.
Mm-hmm.
So my parents.
Yeah, they
made
can't
fun of
afford
me.
glasses up there.
Hey,
Well,
we
mason jars aren't big enough.
We
so-
marry our cousins here. I mean, what can you say?
So my parents made fun of me for a while. Who's the guy with the I Love This Bar song? I Love This Bar.
Steve, I have to ask you a question though, Steve. Honestly, if you get a divorce, are you still brother and sister?
Yeah,
Ouch.
probably. But you're friends with my ex-wife. You ask her.
I will. That was your idea, by the way.
I didn't know what a mason jar was, and I asked my parents about that when the Toby Keith song came out because they were hillbillies. And they got really pissed off at me. It was like we have failed you. Well, how did you not know what this was? And I'm like, and then they gave me pictures and sent me stuff and all these things. Like they all say ball on them. Nothing says mason. Apparently, that company went out of business in the fucking 1800s or some shit. They're all ball. They're not mason anymore. So I'm like, well,
I have a mason jar and I have a couple of ball jars. One of them's purple glass. I really like that one.
So ever since then, they bought me like mason jars with like the fucking handle on it, and mason jars with a candlestick shoved up its ass, so it looks like a. Yeah, it's fun. My parents do.
It's just like with Kleenex. No matter what brand it is, people call them Kleenexes.
Right.
Or Xerox.
Post-it
I
notes.
didn't know the
Mhm.
brand.
Hello,
name,
Justin.
then I was the age.
Did I tell you could leave? No, you're grounded. Stay on the screen.
You're crowded to stay on the screen.
He's really bad for that,
Damn it.
Justin.
Yeah, you can't do that one.
I was making a face and
There.
cursing somebody that made a rude comment in the comments, and right in mid curse, he put me. Yeah, thank you.
I remember
I was
that.
like,
That was kind of funny though.
Yeah.
See, now you got OBS. There's no excuse because when you're off screen, you could just. Whoa! What the heck is happening there?
Yeah, so I can just go, oh,
This
yeah.
new Facebook is ridiculous. I don't
I
know. Every
hate it.
time
like it.
somebody
I hate it.
messages
Not like
me,
it.
somebody messages me, and then the window that pops up for the message, it just keeps like it. It's like open close. It's just like, like and it just does that for a minute.
And
And
then
then
they
it says-
go back to the classic platform, and they're like, "Oh, why?" I'm like, "Because your interface sucks. Stop making me use this."
That's pretty much what I said. I went back to the old one, but because I couldn't figure out how to make a new chat group in Messenger last night, and I was in a hurry, so I just said, "Screw it," and I went back to the old one. And they asked me why, and I said, "Because it is not pleasant to work with."
It sucks.
Okay. So, yeah, Pigden, I am not drinking Mountain Dew. I'm drinking. It's better than Mountain Dew.
Well, Mountain Dew's also slang for moonshine.
No.
Used to
Indeed, it is.
If this moonshine in this color, there's something wrong.
Ooh.
Oh, you mix it with something.
Not finished.
Whatever. Y'all come to Kentucky. I'll show you some real Kentucky moonshine.
promises,
You
promises.
didn't last time.
Jeremy, I'll tell you what. If you come to IC 2021, I will be bringing a milk jug of Kentucky moonshine.
Roger that. I'm planning on it. I mean, but like planning. So the word planning got a whole like new connotation in 2020, right? Like I'm planning on having dinner tonight, and if that works out, then I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Yeah.
Other plans that are further projected out to that seem
Hey,
shady.
use some to make some cherry bombs.
But no, I am planning at going to 2021. It's
I like to
I'm
see it.
actually planning to go to 2020, but well, fuck
Yeah.
this one, right?
Yep, that one's done.
Well,
Yeah, that one got shot in the face so many times.
It's not done getting shot in the face yet.
No, but for me personally, financially,
Oh, okay.
getting there was, like, okay, so now we're doing this COVID thing, and you can't like go anywhere without, presidential authorization. My dad died, and I went and spent a whole lot of travel dollars on that aspect. And then my AC went out, and that was actually more expensive because I live in Texas.
I'm sorry about your father.
Well, I'm never traveling again ever, apparently. Yay!
Well,
So
I'll tell you what's funny
hopefully
is
by next year we'll have travel dollars. I actually like Florida. I enjoy visiting Florida.
Visiting, yeah.
Questionable.
I got home Wednesday morning and the air conditioner was out. And when I walked in, it was blowing hot air, and the thermostat was 92 degrees inside the house. And my son was in his underwear sweating to death, and my daughter was in bra and panties spread eagle on her bed, dying for air.
Yeah, no, we were very fortunate enough that we have very good friends. They're very understanding. They let us stay at their house for 4.5 days while we waited for the installation to come. And we don't have kids, so that was quite nice. We just went there and basically drank for 4 days and watched YouTube videos with them. And it's not the worst AC story, I guess. It's good to have friends.
Ours went out 2 years ago in July, and I thought I was going to die. It was so hot because Tom got to go to work in air conditioning. And so I would get in the tub with like tepid water and have a fan blowing in there. And just
Cam, we don't want to know about you in the bathtub, honey.
I didn't say I was undressed.
13 rated show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you've already said all
You don't
kinds
get
of
to come in here and tell us what the rating is, but we've already done.
We need one of these for IC.
No shit.
Not Russian.
No, you'll never find Jeremy. Jeremy won't even be nowhere near the ECAB meeting. His ass would be dunking his head in there.
I was about to say he'd be swimming in it.
That's true.
That's an idea.
For Russell.
No. Let's be clear. Jeremy will find a way to wheel that bitch in with a whole bunch of straws. Because I don't drink alone.
The only problem, Jeremy, is I quit drinking, so somebody's going to have to drink my portion.
Well,
we'll get you the virgin one.
Don't worry about that.
We'll get you a
I got you covered.
one.
Justin, are you coming to IC 2021?
I am not.
You should.
Not with COVID. Hey. It ain't going anywhere, and pretty soon we're going to start needing everybody to go, pay us, please, just across the state lines.
I'm telling you, COVID's going to go away November 4th.
No, it ain't. You're retarded.
That's when we're going to have different riots. Thanks.
Yeah, this is when stuff's going to change. They're going to say, we don't really care about the mask anymore.
November 4th, COVID-19 will be gone. Then COVID-20 comes in. It's got flying fucking monkeys. And farts out fucking fire flames. They're going to be like, it was Russell Camp that jinxed us.
I'll wait for it. You remember back in the day, that guy who was like high on a kite and on the mountain. He's like, full on double rainbow, man. He's just going to be on the coast of Texas next year. He's going to be like full on triple hurricane. Because it's just going to, every year, we're just going to get another one right next to him. So sooner or later, it's just going to be a giant thing of hurricanes.
I'm just waiting for Sharknado.
Yeah.
We almost had that up in, what was it?
Yep.
Near Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah, it was they had the hurricane over the Great Lakes. I was like, what? Like, there's actually some sharks in that lake. Like, oh, shit. There are freshwater sharks in the Great Lake. So
Jeez, I know a few people in Illinois I'd like to drop in there.
Yeah, Chicago almost got it. Like.
I would say the entire training crew of the RTC Great Lakes. Yeah, I wouldn't mind throwing them all in there.
I mean, yeah. So that's the graduation of all enlisted folks for the Navy. So. Whatever.
Well, the Navy Training Academy is at Great Lakes, Illinois, 40 miles outside of Chicago.
Right, like I said, they're great mistakes. They can catch some sharks, whatever.
See, don't give them any ideas, Jeremy. That'll be the next thing they want fucking recruits to do. They'll be like, go out into the lake and catch a shark. Bring it back to me. You can't graduate until you do.
Oh my gosh.
Either that or give it to the SEALs for buds.
Nah, that's on California. They do all that training in California.
That's in San Diego. That'll be more. It won't be go catch a shark. It'll be go catch an elephant seal. Like
wrestle a walrus for a minute.
Yeah.
Did
go bring that back.
See on the news where that man in California, not California, Australia, jumped on a shark's back that was biting his wife?
I did.
Gregg, what did you do?
Good evening, everyone. It's just past 10:30 here. An update from the Weather Center at Channel 6. We do have a new tornado warning in effect for the Boot Hill of southeast Missouri. That warning 33, and the warning that is a tornado warning goes till 11. So that's for about another 27 minutes. This storm is moving northward. So if you happen to...
Sweet.
Steve, was that for you?
Yeah.
It's coming in. It's all the shit from down south is coming into Kentucky. It's going to swing right through Paducah, and Paducah's right in the middle of it.
Of course.
Yeah, you're going to be busy for a while.
No, I hope so. Hey, I'll be fun when I get to the station.
Hey, maybe it'll be like Reno weather, and it'll just jump over town.
I'm spilling shit on my damn titties.
You have to have like mountains for that to happen, Russ. And
They got trees. We know because they're falling.
Hey, we've got some really big fat people. Does those count as mountains?
No.
Oh,
damn, John! He just threw you flat under the bus right there. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't say that. John, what are you talking about, Russell?
That's not right.
Shit, Shredder.
That's not right.
and he backed up and drove over you again.
Damn!
We're going to need to start putting a disclaimer up for questionable content.
Hey, look, I'm still 160 pounds down from where I started.
That's wonderful. Good
That's
for
impressive,
you.
sir.
I am
Good
a
job,
fat person. Let me explain to you. With my ballistics vest on and my 12.5 to 13 pound gun belt on, I am 306 pounds, standing 6'4".
Well, I mean, you can subtract about 28 pounds for all of your gear and your ballistic vest.
I could probably lose 28 pounds and be happier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other issue.
But then when you date somebody that knows how to cook and spoils your ass, it's hard to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true.
My problem is I'm the fucker that knows how to cook. It's not good.
Stop making cake.
No, it ain't cake. I ain't baking anything in here. It's just like everything's fried in fucking butter. You know, it's.
COVID won't go away, but the media coverage of it will.
Yeah, see, I don't think that the virus will go away. I just think that very quickly people will stop really caring about like the mask. You'll have certain areas that do, but the majority of them will just be like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think California is still the hot zone?
Civil War on November.
I got to agree with Russell on this one.
Like,
So, Justin, have you been playing with the program? How do you like it?
On November 5th.
I'm doing my best to keep up with all the comments.
It's hard sometimes, isn't it?
No pressure.
Yep.
No pressure. Big shoes to
No.
fill.
I'll get one and Steve or Russell hit it at the same time, and we're like wrestling, click, 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 trying to get it. It just flickers.
Yeah, that's been happening to me tonight.
That's one of the reasons why I instituted that one rule where it's just you and the host, not every other producer. Otherwise, there's like 6 people in the room that can do it, and just gets out of hand.
Oh, I didn't do it tonight, but I mean, like if you're on and Steve's on when I'm producing, and we all fight over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, now it'll just be you and
really
Steve.
Should be exclusive.
So we're trying to follow in your footsteps there a little bit, Steve. We're not going to be nearly as so many shows in Region 3, but we're trying to do a little bit of each. We'll figure out. And actually got a good applicant for it today. I'm really kind of excited. So,
who'd you get?
Ken Kopacki.
Son of a
gun.
You can't have Russell because I keep Russell busy.
I know.
No, I'll help Ken, but I was trying to steal Ken.
Nope, I got Ken.
Well, all right, here's a magical thing, though, Russell.
Why is everybody on our crew?
Russell, you can always bribe him because that's just region level. If he really wants the prestige, he comes to the big boy level.
No, Ken has been in that region for
ages.
Ever.
Ages.
Like he remembers when Alex was small. Like,
ouch.
You're fucking up the sheets, woman.
Actually, I found a picture. I was looking through old CQs. I was looking for some information for our ship's history, and I found a picture of Ken in a CQ next to Alex Rosenzweig, and he had hair. So
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it fucked up. We'll get it fixed in a minute.
like, yeah, full head of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
It's crazy.
God.
Ken's been there.
You got 15 minutes, Dave.
Returned, and unfortunately, we inherited him, so that's kind of cool. And then now the Region's going to inherit his services as the video producer. So we did an interview today for our new social media director in Region 3, and
Are they on our ship too?
they're not on our ship. They're on the Zavala. They're on the other ship in the region.
Ah.
You know, and I just refreshed. We're 15 minutes away from the deadline, so I don't think I have to worry about anybody else applying. This kid was I use the term inappropriately, but no one's a kid here. We're all grown-ass adults. They happen to be 19. So when I use the term kid, that's gracious.
That's actually probably the perfect age for social media.
It really is. They had amazing answers for everything that myself, my VRC, and my chief of comms can throw at them, and every answer was spot on or educational to us. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I need. This is exactly the person I need to lead social media. I don't fucking get it.
There is something to be said for youth and enthusiasm. I said there's something to be said for youth and enthusiasm.
Yes, and this is like the super youth. We hope they have the enthusiasm to continue. They're also just now starting their freshman year at Texas A&M. So a freshman load can. They say that they've got it managed. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, they don't know yet.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, at 19, the cement is not quite dry yet.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about this person.
Just listen to the radio.
I mean,
And the fact that we got to like explore that today.
I'm sorry, Jeremy, I can't hear you, sir.
Yeah, someone keeps playing the fucking radio.
That would be our commander, Starfleet himself.
It was somebody.
God damn it, Steve, shut up.
About it.
Listen here, you bald monkey, be quiet.
Hey.
And then Ken was the icing on the cake for applying for a video producer today. So,
you know, for somebody that's as old as you are, Justin, why are you wearing the Flash shirt? You're not that quick no more.
Damn.
He's going so fast, it looks like he's sitting still.
Really? God, I wish I can go that fast.
Hey, he's in one of our fighters. Better be careful.
Yeah.
He's one of our what?
He's in one of our fighters. Be careful.
Oh. Well, on that note, I'll
yeah,
go back
right.
to my mason jar.
Just because I'm a Defiant class starship.
Donna has a suggestion.
Can the person for social media please create a few for?
See, this is why I'm glad we switched to a sovereign.
Wait, whoa.
Is there a social media person for Starfleet? I don't know that that's
Yes.
how you divided out.
Eric Johansson. He's
Okay.
senior vice chief.
But I'm sure the senior vice chief of audio visual can come up with something. He's awfully nifty.
I can, but it needs to be video or audio. I don't know the images. No, I'm just kidding. Donna, if you give me an idea of what you're thinking about in private message, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, Donna, anything for you.
Because I don't know what frames for Facebook are.
Oh, snap. Everybody be quiet. Tiffany's here.
Uh-oh. Run.
No talking.
It's like Hollywood Squares.
So I can't say hi.
John Center Square, so we're set.
All right.
How is
Do you ask questions now? I feel I'm ready.
John? Have you guys got your minimum amount yet to launch the chapter in training?
Yeah, we got 15.
Damn.
Well, no, I mean, no, it'd be 19 if 2 more transfer over.
Where are you stealing them from?
No, they done region 7 by mistake. Region 2 by mistake. Done region 2 by
everybody
mistake.
joined region 2 by mistake. It's okay.
Yeah, 220.
They live in England.
Mm-hmm.
They live in
That's
England.
good.
They put region 2 instead of region 20.
Oh,
Good.
yeah,
I'm
because in the
glad
drop
you
down
got
they
it.
are next to each other. So
all right. Ryan's cool. He'll get over it.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He might cry a little bit, but he'll be good.
Love Ryan though. He's cool.
You just got to give Ryan some meat, and he'll be all right for the rest of the night. Oh, dude, Jeremy,
more than I do, and I go to Ren Fairs constantly.
Jeremy, man, you should have been there and seen it when he drank that mead. He saw, the lady was about the time she was turning around and say, "You need to sip it." He had, chugged that shit. He was gone. He was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Fuck you, Julie." Fuck you. And it just kept getting slowly louder and louder.
Things have been made. No, that's funny. I told the joke earlier. I've been on the meat diet before too. I lost 3 days.
Russell wants to play that game. Well, let's see if I can find something. We'll play that goddamn game.
Oh, okay. We're gonna play games.
I'm gonna put Russell's head on the body of a Playboy magazine person and put him on here and see how it looks.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. What am I gonna put on the commander himself today? Like.
All right. The price is $20 a ticket. Made payable to Starfleet International. They're really going to town. Oh, okay, guys.
Oh yeah, it's war.
Jeremy's screen looks like that Tarth creature is on it. That one killed Tasha Yar.
Yeah, it's because of his chair.
What are they going to do?
Who only knows? I can't take them off.
Shadow knows.
The Shadow.
Shadow always knows.
That was a good movie with Alec Baldwin.
I like that. That's when Alec Baldwin looked good.
Somebody want to let Vaughn in?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay, never mind.
Maybe not.
I like that Shadow. And there was another movie.
The Saint.
I like that. I like Val Kilmer. But I like that Saint. I used to watch the TV series. Now, but like the Avenger TV series I like, but the movie was horrible.
Oh, the movie.
Never saw any of that.
I agree. The movie was terrible.
I was disappointed because I was looking forward to it.
I just started watching Yellowstone by recommendation from one of my area managers. That's a good TV show with Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm. That's the movie. The Postman. I liked it.
Yes. One of the ones I want to get on Blu-ray.
God, what are you making?
He's getting his straw down into his ice. Oh.
Well, sorry.
You gonna pick your nose with that?
You gotta pick your nose.
Just mixing
that
my
it doesn't
drink.
go off the screen.
It's fine.
I got this.
I love that. I got this.
How do you spend the last 10 minutes of your broadcast? Watching your two bosses have fun with their computers.
Oh, it's going to get raunchy. Hang on.
Oh, hey, I'm not going there.
Oh, Lord. Don't make me end the broadcast, you guys.
I'll fix that real fast. Hang on. Watch what I do. Ejectocito, cuz.
Look what I can do. What?
I really wouldn't do that, Steve.
The stupid magnetic cutting won't work.
We don't have to be perfect.
Yes, it does.
Oh, no,
my OCD would not allow it to not be. There we go.
Are you putting him on an Ed 209?
What? No.
Ooh.
I think you said OCP.
Yeah, with OPP.
Yeah, you know.
And Jeremy's missing this.
Well, then we need a RoboCop. Because Ed 209 is badass.
Gonna be.
Yes. The third movie stunk like yesterday's diapers.
Did you ever see that Carl Urban movie, the Pathfinder?
Remember you talking about it?
Yeah, I was asking Justin. I don't know if he saw it.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's really good. I liked it. He
And
gets
Carl
stranded
Urban's in
in
it?
America. Yeah, he's a Viking stock, and he gets stranded in North America. And one of the ships, comes there exploring, and he's raised by the Indians there. And
Okay,
then
so
more
it's very
Vikings come back. It's good. Or Face the Music. Donna's hosting a party.
I so want to watch that.
Oh, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Yeah, I just love Bill and Ted.
Yes.
Hey, that's cheating.
Boot him out.
No, he left, so now he's going to be in a different spot when he comes back. See?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I know how to fix that.
I was going to say, you can't rearrange the spots?
Yeah, you have to do it a specific way, but yeah, you can do it.
Well,
Thanks.
I got a better way to do it. He's going to hate it.
Steve, are you wearing your
Putting in
capris
center
tonight?
square.
What?
Are you wearing your capris tonight?
No, I'm actually sitting in my fire shorts and my t-shirt. And my boxers.
No, I forgot that I was you when I was the other night, and Gregg said for me to put on pants, and I said I'm wearing capris. When I typed it, so it said Steve Parmley is wearing capris.
Yeah, that was funny. I remember that. Yes. Oh, perfect. Boop.
Bristol Camp, read me comment. What's your?
Which one? You
Yeah.
put like 50 of them. Suggest what? They're images we can't see in the StreamYard. They don't show images. All we see is that. So blank.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go.
Just remember which screen you're messing with, Russell.
I know.
Oh, your daddy has spoken.
Yeah, let's see here. Where'd I save it? Oops, I forgot where I saved it.
See, Russell's getting ready to take it too far, and then I'm really going to have to step it up.
No, it's there. Okay. Work in progress. There it is. See, when Commander Starfleet moves, you just put him back.
That's a pretty good face of him too.
It looks like his foot got stepped on.
He's had the ooze that we've loving it.
I mean, Eric Bana is such an excellent actor, but God, it was so bad sometimes in that movie. I want Spock dead now.
Right?
I wonder if they told him to act like a 6-year-old child.
I wish they'd left the scene in where they got his ears bobbed.
Right?
He got his ears bobbed?
Yeah, they were both, Romulan, and there was a scene where the Klingons
They were
cut his
captured
ears
by the.
off.
Yeah, because they actually had him on Rura Pente. It was one of the deleted things.
Oh, huh.
And that would have been,
I never bought the DVD for that movie, so.
No.
Just, no.
I think I read it somewhere.
Because no. Just like, no, it's not happening. I'm sorry. Sorry, Paramount. You've got enough of my money over the years. I'm not buying that movie.
I'd hate to think what I spent at Paramount.
Let's do this. I bought Star Trek 5. I didn't buy Nemesis.
Not Nemesis. That was
or not. That's
2009.
2009 Star Trek.
Yeah.
I would much rather pay Desilu for all this.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
That's my ship's logo.
Star Kraken.
Star Kraken. I love it.
Oh, dude, we could totally make a jingle for it.
Star Kraken across the universe.
Yeah, there's a song already built for that.
Yep.
Yeah, across
Oh,
the
Lord.
The Star Trek in one, yeah. Jesus.
All right, this is a poll we should take. Is Riker worse than Kirk?
You mean better than?
It depends on how you look at it.
I like your idea, Jeremy.
He was. He was way more promiscuous than Kirk. Actually, Kirk gets the big name, but he wasn't that bad.
Like Riker was like more respectful. But his number.
I don't know. Tell that to the Orion slave girl.
And he lasted 4 more seasons.
No, you see, everyone says that too. They say Riker was more respectable. I will point out Riker in The Child, when Deanna's in there having the child, you see him and he's just like, why is he there? Like, he's so being really sketchy.
I know why he was there.
Well, did you remember the look that he was giving Data for Data being there? It's like, what the hell are you doing here?
He was slightly less sketchy than Kirk.
Well, maybe less sketchy, but he certainly got.
I would say he was more successful.
He was.
The numbers, especially if you count the books. Oh my God, the books.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 60 sensors versus 90 sensors.
Like one of the best Star Trek book series out there is Imzadi.
Yes.
If you haven't read Imzadi, you're really doing yourself a disservice.
No, I read Imzadi,
but that played to Riker's character so well.
It did.
It did.
I
agree with you guys.
And then I feel that people riffed off of Imzadi when they started writing the Titan books of all these things that, all these relations that he may have had come back to haunt him a couple times while he's on the skipper of the Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife's there. And it's like, oh, we're on another water world, are we? What did you do here, Will?
Now, who did you do here?
Like,
I mean, he sounds like Lucy at that point. He's like,
well.
The one difference between Riker and Kirk, Riker was the only one that let his promiscuity almost take over the entire Enterprise.
Well, back when I was in the academy, we would follow every toast with a song.
Not this again.
Oh, God.
At least it's not playing the video.
Thank you, Anthony.
Quit giving him ideas, Russell. Quit giving him ideas.
Oh, the last time was so bad. That video was so bad.
You don't bait him.
I'm going to thank Anthony. Yeah, I try. This is actually just the best background I could find. And being, how does it work over here? Marine aerospace, I felt, shuttle would be good. Usually I also have the warp core behind me as engineer.
Yeah, the warp core's been flaking out.
My warp core has been flaking out. We can show the warp core again.
Yeah. I can see I'm going to have to get a green screen.
No, this is no green screen at all.
You have to tell me how you do.
I mean, he does have one.
No, I own one.
All right, we're getting past crossover, guys.
No, it's like it sounded like somebody was like doing the. What was that?
If you're like 58% of Americans, you never went to college, or you did, but never finished. Why?
I've written my next poem in honor of my cat. I call it Ode to Spot. Felis catus is your taxonomic nomenclature of endophthalmic quadruped
way too much time.
And auditory senses contribute to your hunting skill and natural defenses. I find myself intrigued by your sub-vocal oscillations, a singular development of cat communications that obviates your basic hedonistic predilection for stroking of your fur to demonstrate.
Make that shit stop. That was terrible.
I just reread a book I hadn't read in a long time called Math. It's a Next Generation book. And Picard is very promiscuous in it.
Well, so yeah, they tried like the episode with it was a Q episode. It was like the one episode with Q that didn't have Q in it. Where he went back in time and got stabbed through the heart by an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like played Picard being like this total
Here you go, Steve.
If he didn't get that out of his system, then he wouldn't have been a good captain or something.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Steve. Oh wait, I didn't share the audio. Damn it. Share audio. There we go. Now it'll work. Oh, what's it doing?
Try it. See how it sounds.
It's having a seizure.
Yeah.
I actually like that episode.
That was a great episode.
Nailed it.
Steve, I didn't know you played so well.
It's beautiful. What is
Yeah. Oh,
I
that
guess
video.
it's the unedited footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, the Photoshop of Doom.
You did that really quick too, Russell.
Well, it's only 2 images.
Oh.
Let's see. What else is on here?
Well, do we have any more questions coming from the panel?
I'm looking.
Cherry bombs. What are cherry bombs, John?
Cherry bombs are what you do. You take a gallon of maraschino cherries.
Officer to replace him.
And you
we
pour off all the liquid.
Starfleet Academy. You don't have.
And then you refill that gallon container with the Kentucky moonshine that Steve is talking about.
For the jump. As you wish.
And you seal it, and you put it in your closet for like 6 months until it's time to bring them out to the IT.
Set a course to Vector 8. Right?
Steve, be nice.
Go to Tatooine, sir. Damn it! R2-D2, fix the hyperdrive motivator. What motivator? Someone must have stolen it. Grr, Boba Fett! No, we can't.
You eat a couple of those cherries.
Go in a galaxy far, far away. USS Enterprise! Vader! Your ship is withering under our attack. Surrender to the Romulan fleet or be destroyed. Captain, photon cannons are ready. We're locked under their ship.
Oh, God.
Targeting computer.
I don't know.
Force be with me. Wait!
Steve?
You just blew up the
Steve.
Make some cherry bombs, sir.
Wrong cannon.
I've got a video for you guys, thanks to Russell.
Ruh-roh.
Blame Russell.
What did you do?
It's all Russell's fault.
Hey, I
have
can
no
blame
idea.
whoever I want. Doesn't have to be their fault.
Well, ultimately, anything going on in StreamYard is Steve's fault because he started the whole thing.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, he's the CS. Everything is his fault anyway.
This is true.
That's part of being
We
in
should
command.
I got an idea for some merch we can do. It'll just say, wait, what is it? Oh, yeah.
Captain, and we've got no first officer to replace him. Yeah, we do. Kirk, this is most illogical. You've only just left Starfleet Academy. You don't have the knowledge or experience.
Enough with your Vulcan logic, Spock. I've seen all this done 100 times. Scotty, redirect all the power to the shield. Mr. Chekhov, order all the crew to battle stations. Mr. Sulu, Prepare for the jump to light speed.
As you wish, Captain.
Is there a problem with Cthulhu?
Well, it's just that we call it warp speed, not light speed.
Of course. Warp speed. Mr. Chekhov, set a course to Tatooine. Warp factor 8. Eh?
We can't go to Tatooine, sir.
Damn it! R2-D2, fix the hyperdrive motivator. What motivator? Someone must have stolen it.
I feel like that's me and Russell talking sometimes.
We can't go there because that planet existed a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
USS Enterprise! Vader! Your ship is literally under our attack. Surrender to the Romulan fleet or be destroyed.
Captain, photon cannons are ready. We're locked under the ship.
Switch off the targeting computer. May the force be with me. Wait!
Yeah, pretty much.
You just blew up the house? Forgive me, you must. Really? Enough, Captain Kirk. I am. My father? No! What?
No. No, I'm beaming my soldiers aboard.
Stormtroopers!
Romulans.
Ready your blasters!
Phasers.
Frack!
Jesus Christ.
What
was that, Elvis?
Putting Kraken in
No! You there, Ewok! Fetch me Excalibur! The Nebuchadnezzar will survive, and I will not rest until I've killed every Terminator in Jurassic Park! Rufio! Oh my lord! Rufio!
Love it. Written, directed by George Lucas.
Right.
Fire those retro rockets, shoot the proton torpedoes, and make us go that way. Excuse me. I order you to undress and show me your thingies. Number one, I order you to go take a number 2.
Me and James Herring.
It's so painful.
In the year 2345, the Federation of Planets opened the Starfleet Academy Year Carnegie in Scotland.
Hey, it still looks better than Hidden Frontier. So.
That's a really nice set.
It is.
The one I loved most was the Frasier episode where they did that. Game over.
I'm pretty sure John's the only one that might understand this.
No.
Well, he definitely has a smile on his face.
I've got Captain and in like 2 other words. The thing, other stuff that wasn't English, I don't know. I was gonna say Star Trek 5 bloopers is just almost the entire movie.
Admiral, I'm receiving hit.
Ready to engage computer, Admiral. Sorry.
Ready to engage what?
Yeah. Action.
Admiral, I am receiving hit.
Keep going. Keep going.
She's only been saying the same damn thing for like 10 years.
Right. Our own world is waiting for us to save it. Find out how to save that.
Oh, we should turn that into a
I am
commercial.
receiving hailstorms.
Right?
Hailstorms.
And the program phone is mercy.
Yeah.
I have angels and ministers of mercy. God help us all. Sue, let's see what you can do. Aye, sir.
Wait, what? Oh, the director forgot to say cut.
They have followers.
Oh, that's right, Nimoy.
Right. On the other hand, they have also authorized me to plead guilty. Now I am confused. That's good. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Question again. I like that. That was a good answer, bro. Question again. That's good stuff. This is good guys. Go. Hang on a second. Let me recapture my mood. No. That was great. Do it again. A second. All right, grim it up. Grim it up. I'm trying. To hunt a species to extinction is not logical.
Whoever said the human race was logical? Excuse me, now. I will now.
Where will we go now? I believe that I can juxtapose our coordinates on this region, thereby locating our destination, which lies at 283. I think we'll find what we're looking for at the Cetacean Institute in Sausalito. Humpback males? Males? Yes.
Humpback males.
Humpback males, yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah.
What does it mean, exact change? You don't know what the answer to how to fix these things and make these things work correctly in this your native land? You're not from here? I'm from here, but I don't go here. I don't come here often. I like this place, but I don't come. I can tell because you don't know how to use the buses either. What does it mean, exact change? I'm trying to think of a good answer, but the film is going to the camera, giving me this sense of anxiety. Doesn't know what it means, exact change. I'd like to tell you. Exact change means a coin in the hand. It's worth two in the box. Best shot. Guess, Spock. Your best guess. Guessing is not in my nature, Doctor. Well, nobody's perfect. Oh, yeah?
Captain's log, start date, hell, I can't remember. Our 5-year mission is now turned into 25. We just left the Romulan galaxy and we're approaching senility. We are also being followed by an unidentified.
Wow.
You ever watched that Flintstones Star Trek?
Oh, yeah.
My roommate just showed it to me. He found the original, like, I guess the Angel Fire website still works. And he's like, oh, this is pretty cool. They got like an episode, and he looks down, and he's like, oh, they got like 24 episodes. And he's like, wait, that's just season 1. And then he's like, there's 6 seasons?
Oh, my God.
It's crazy. There's like, if you were to take them all back to back, it's probably the longest fan film for Star Trek ever made.
Probably.
Because each episode's like 20 minutes long. I'm like, wow, somebody really had a lot of time on their hands back then. Yeah. And they're actually decently animated.
You're going to have to send me that link so I can take a look at that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it's like, imagine it's the Flintstones like era, but they just have spaceships that are made out of giant rocks.
It's what? Nurse Charcoal and Scotty, their computer screen is like bamboo with the animal hide stretched across it, but then with a picture of a starship.
Yes.
And he has a kilt. Captain Croc, I think. It's funny. They all have rock or, Flintstone names.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, it was like, I'm gonna delete that. Get it out of there. I don't need it anymore. Delete. There we go. can't click it no more. It's gone.
No.
That face is great.
That's Russell's face about 6 o'clock when he sees me calling.
No. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God! What?
Maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. That's like my face when anyone calls me at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I missed his Justin early this morning. I thought he'll be asleep, so I could sneak this in. He'll sleep when he gets up, and he answered me right away. I thought, what's
because I was
going
waiting on my dentist appointment.
He works for Amazon Prime. He's never asleep. I work for FedEx. I know how that shit went.
Did the dentist go
Yes,
okay?
but you got out. It's got to be an extraction.
So we ordered a new TV at the fire department for our I am responding page. So when you get to the station, we have a big TV up that shows all the units responding. And it shows GPS, where their phones are, and how far it takes to get to the station. So it came by FedEx. Yeah, it came by FedEx, and we opened it, and their screen is busted out of it, and the box looks like somebody ran over it with a fucking truck.
Because they probably did.
My chief stopped and looked at me. I'm like, oh, no. I don't work at FedEx no more. Nope, not me, buddy.
Gotta send that back.
He was pissed.
I bet. Because that was what, a $2,000 TV or more?
Yeah, it was a LED. It's got like it's not really like a regular TV. Excuse me. But you can touch it and it can operate the functions on the screen.
Yeah. So the fact that you're receiving a new TV right before the new football season, that's just
no. We have
it's a new TV with a touch screen.
No, we have a 91-inch TV in the training room with reclining lounges. Don't worry, I know where we'll be watching football. I'm thinking about
this is actually for response, right?
Yes, it's for the response, so we can see where our members are at. But I'm thinking about doing a stream next time from the fire department, so I can do it on that 91-inch TV set.
Oh, sweet Christ. Kimmy, do your makeup.
For you.
We're going to zoom in.
If he's putting you on a 90-inch screen, you're going to be on
Don't do it now. No.
Inches wide.
You're going to be like a 3 foot by 3 foot image. It's going to be hilarious.
Good grief.
The attack of the 50-foot Admiral.
Yeah.
All those firefighters are going to be going,
oh, like, who's the redhead? I'm like, oh, that's just Kim. Why does she look like she's coming through the TV screen? That's Kim.
Because she is. That's why. You seen Ring? You seen Ring You? That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, no shit.
And they're going to see so much booze.
Tom said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to go on tonight. I was like spackling in my face.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not even with that.
Wow, actual censorship.
Yep.
So we got 11 people on right now. I'll put out a little bit. I know I see Gregg. Gregg can pass it on to his region. I have a little contest of my own I will be making. There is a bunch of CQs that we need to finish our archive. A bunch of them are old, would need to be scanned. I'm going to do a little bit of a raffle for every... Oh, God.
Hello?
So,
oh.
I was gonna...
So for every one that we get turned in that we need, and I'll post a list, I'll put an entry into a raffle. Once we receive all of them, or when we get to a point where we realize there's some we're never going to find.
Bloody Kim.
We will draw from that, and whoever wins, I will literally order them a Picard Generation 2 with comm badge and pips up to the rank of captain. So, as a winner, we're kind of trying to finish that off to, I guess they've been working on it for like the better part of like a decade. So
you just hit the FU button.
Who did? There's an FU button on the phone? What type of phone is that?
Yeah, it's called the decline button.
No, but you can't slam the phone down. So it's like I'm hanging up on you hard right now.
Oh, you can.
I think I felt it too.
You can do that. You can just slam it down. It's just
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you'll break it probably.
you gotta like
Slam
buying
it
new
down,
phones.
Last night there was a question I needed Steve to answer, and he's just talking and talking with his daughter and looking at other stuff, and I'm like waving, trying to get his attention. Finally, I like made a rope, hung myself, and he still never saw a thing.
No, I was in the middle of showing people what happens when you cross the commander of Starfleet. I beat your ass like I did my teenage daughter last night. That was living proof to show.
He wasn't in first
I'm
response.
still waiting for the payments for those tickets, Steve.
And he wasn't hitting her when he says beat her ass. He was, he won the tussle.
Well, I don't need you to take up for me. If somebody's got a problem with me whooping my daughter's ass, they can bring it to the Facebook chat. We'll be a Facebook tough group. Dun dun.
Well, there's a difference. Say you like spanked or punched or
Okay.
beat her ass.
No way I can spank my 5'11" daughter because she is stout and could possibly whoop my ass. But we have gone toe to toe because when she first come down here, she was mouthy. She was showing off for her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Come here, fat ass. I can take you." So I put my drink down. We were doing laundry. And let's just say she lost because I ended up picking her up in my arms and then jumping up in air with her under me and dropping 3 foot onto my brother's floor. So my fat ass squished the glass. And
there's something to be said for training, sir.
You know what? I've got some inmates that'll tell you what my fat ass has done to them when they get out of line. My 300-pound ass, it's good to be that's a weapon, is what my boss told me. He's like, "Steve, you can kill somebody." I'm like, oh, well. Death by fat ass. That'd be interesting to see on an autopsy report.
Well,
There's
no,
been people die that way. Yes, people have been smothered.
Smothered and covered in gravy.
Oh yeah, Stalin's funeral.
Yeah, but we don't want a George Floyd on this, honestly.
No, I meant smothered with. They were like being intimate and smothered somebody.
Your XO there, Steve. That was your XO.
Wow. Yeah, well, you're in charge. You're supposed to be censoring this damn program. Where are you, Justin? You're fired.
It's
the only person that can fire me is the person to my right.
Oh,
oh. I'm sorry. I'm a law enforcement instructor.
Okay, John, shut up.
So he's teaching Steve right now how to identify someone who's inebriated. That's what he's doing. It's official police business.
John, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Well, that's a cool challenge you put out there, Russ. I hope people respond, even though people were talking over it. That's a really cool challenge. I hope we get the CQs populated, because we were actually looking through them the other day. For
now I'm gonna finish up some more. You're looking so sexy on my bed, all ginger snap.
Chapter we were looking for, but yeah, we actually found they existed in some of the early CQs we had, but there's a bunch missing.
Yeah, it's like we have CQ2 where we need CQ1, and then like 3 through 9, 11 through 16, and then it goes to like 19 through 22, and then like it's all over the place. But like pretty much from like 35 or something up, we have.
Yeah.
I bet Helen had a bunch. Helen Pulaski.
So we lost a lot when Helen passed and when Marion Murphy passed, and we didn't get a hold of, we didn't have access to their belongings.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure every CQ that ever existed was in Marion Murphy's. Because she was a hoarder. I love her dearly, but it was true.
Well, I know Alec Peters has a couple of the old ones. There's a couple other people that have told me they think they have older ones, like into the teens.
One of my crew does, but I just got to get with him to get him to look.
You gave me an April Fool's one that like nobody else had. So
yeah, I wasn't happy with that one. They could have asked me first. You couldn't get away with that now.
No, that one would have caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, I came on IRC and everybody was laughing, saying, "Oh, that was cute. You did good. That was so funny." I went, "What are you talking about?" They went, "Oh, you've not seen it?" I went, "No." They gave me the link, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I called Mike Smith. I said, "Did you do this?" And he said, "No." What did I do? And I told him, and he went ballistic because he didn't find me attractive. he would have rather they put somebody pretty.
Well, that's a nice thing for a guy to say.
Yeah.
Right.
We were just buddies a long time ago.
Well, you're married, so.
Oh no, not that. This is when I was divorced, but he was hateful to my son one day, and that killed any type of even friend affection.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
Mess with the kids. The mama bear comes out. And
I was so angry. I was told I said stuff that I don't remember saying. Because he was such a child.
Oh look, I have an AB member texting me.
Well,
not me.
That narrows it down. Who would still be up right now? Let's see.
It's not my RC. I'm going to say it's reason.
Did you send him to bed? Did you send him to bed?
No, he goes to bed early because he has to get up really early.
No, we know who's in charge in that region. Mm-hmm.
I'm too busy working for Russell. I don't have time, and I got another.
To answer your question, Justin, back on who can fire who. I'll fire everybody but the AB.
You know, I was kidding, Steve.
But that only means if the AB members does not make 70% of the votes and meetings, then I can fire their ass.
So actually, no, you can't.
Jeremy's like, up. You're using rules.
Only the AB can fire the AB.
Well, yeah.
Point of order.
I'm pretty much the only person he can fire.
Semantics, it's all right.
Yeah, the AB.
I love Rhapsody in Blue.
Oh, sorry, the AB or the chapters of that region.
It's semantics.
Yeah, no.
If you communicate
No,
on
she's
eBay.
not.
What?
Oh, what?
On eBay, if you communicate.
Rob, Jeremy, all starts with holy crap. There's a lot of words there.
Power
Are you gonna put that back up?
Russell, you see that?
Yeah.
So we ain't got to get up at old dark 30.
No, I said like it would just be like 3. It would be around this time, like midnight to like 3 a.m. would be like the playtime, basically.
But it's got to be where they're off the next day, so it'd be like a Friday night at midnight. Could you do that?
If it's a Friday, no, it has to be a Friday night. Like if it's a Friday night, my night, then it's like a Friday night, their night, a Saturday night, their night. Aren't they a day ahead?
15 hours, isn't it?
Gregg, it's Friday at 3:32.
Now it's 15. So the day it's Saturday there.
Yeah, so like right now it's Friday at 3:32 p.m. But the thing is, you got to think of, they have 9 to 5 work there too, so we want to have it like at 6 or something.
3:32 is like Iceland. It's only 1:34 at in Eastern time.
Well,
yeah.
So if we did it on a Saturday, where it would come out on their Saturday afternoon.
If we did it Saturday early morning, yeah, it would come out on Saturday afternoon. So 12 o'clock here would be 3 o'clock Saturday, or 12 midnight on basically Friday night.
Good night.
Good night, Jeanette.
Yep. I'm yawning. And I've got 6:30. So you guys all have a good
Jeremy.
Night, Jeremy.
Night,
Jeremy.
But so basically, if we did it something like to hit their time, if we're gonna do on a Saturday, we could do it like midnight on Friday, and it would come through on their Saturday afternoon, which would work. I was saying if we do it on a day where they're going to have to work the next day, we want to have it probably in the earlier part of the evening and not the later. So that means we'd have to get up earlier, i.e. we'd be all on stream at like 2 or 3 our time.
In the morning, yeah.
Yeah. That's all it was basically meaning.
Well,
but yeah.
What are we talking about as far as timeline, seriously?
Well, we're talking about for AMA, we want to get an AMA in that will be more directed towards our membership in Australia, New Zealand, and Oceania.
Right.
which they're 15 on average. Most of them are on about 15 hours ahead of us.
Right. So.
Yeah, I've used that, Mary. Like, that's where we came up with, like, pretty much the best times for us to be on is it's early morning to very late evening for us here in Central. But for them, it ends up being earlier or middle afternoon into the early evening hours.
And it'll be recorded so anybody can watch it. What was you saying about viewership? You brought up a good point.
Yeah. So, like, our average viewership on most of our streams is anywhere from 15 to 40.
Well, I mean,
on the live
we
shows.
want to give them the opportunity to be live so that they can actually ask questions.
I'm correct. I'm just what she's asked me to point out. It works for this show too. But our viewership on the recorded streams, it jumps up into, like, the hundreds. So we get hundreds of views on people reviewing it or viewing it for the first time as a recording. But we only get generally around 30 people watching it live.
Gregg,
can
Justin's the
we poll them?
producer.
Yeah,
I'm
Justin,
sorry, Cam.
if you want to, just send something to Gregg if you want him to jump on.
I mean, can we poll
I'm working
them
on it.
and find out when they would like to be on so that they would have access to the CS?
We have in the past, and what has basically been told to me is they would prefer like something like a 7 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m. Basically
Okay,
after
7
dinner, nobody's really at work.
7 to 8 p.m. their time, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well,
Which is doable. I mean, it's early morning for us.
I mean, and it's up to whether Steve can do it.
Right.
Honestly.
Because his work schedule.
His work schedule is a pain in the ass because he's got so many irons in the fire. But that's
he needs to stop taking hats.
Well, he's a giver.
Oh goodness.
Hey guys.
Wasn't what I heard.
Shut up, Kim.
Well, I mean,
coming in.
He's got a lot going on, so it's going to require coordination. So
yeah. So we have our comp ops in here with his crazy cool like freaking overlays.
Hello, Admiral.
Oh, L cars and stuff.
Yeah, Gregg, I need you to hook me up with some of these overlays from my OBS.
I just photoshopped it.
My vice chief here, right there, didn't really give me much to work with.
No,
I gave you more than I gave to Kim.
Well, that's Kim. I'm the boss. You gotta suck up to me, remember?
Yeah, but I'm usually the lone female, so I should get something.
You do a hard way to go.
And I'm the oldest usually.
Oh,
right now,
so.
now in my Photoshop queue, I have, let's see here.
So
an award certificate, a website for a chapter patch, 2 different fleet patches I'm working on.
So in this group, who is over a century old?
You have to win next for us.
Who's what?
Who's over a century old in this group?
Oh, a century. No.
Okay, a century. So you got to be over 50.
Well, a century's 100 years.
I'm over.
All right, excuse me, over a half a century old.
I'm over half a century, sir.
All right, so you guys see that, okay? The 3 old people here, that's the ones you got to be leery to. Now, the woman up top, she's sketchy as hell. She'll get on to you. She'll send you messages and basically call you out on shit. Trust me, this woman's done it. She's called me in the middle of delivering a FedEx package. What you doing,
but
Mom?
I've been helpful too.
Kind of, yeah, in a little ways. That's true.
I'm your XO. It's my job to give you shit, sir.
I get more shit from
What I did, I sent him one time a list of the guests, and I put stuff in brackets and stuff. And it was for his information.
Oh my God!
So he would do, and he just read it all out.
Somebody give Hooper a link.
I'm gonna go pee.
I'm not on his friends list. I need his full name.
I will say that is his full name.
Yeah, that is Hooper's full name.
The eponymous Hooper. Hoop, there was a picture you put up earlier today, and I showed it to some people on my crew, and they laughed their asses off for about like 20 minutes. It was the one with the relationship status change.
Oh, dude, I seen that. I showed that by the fire chief, and he died laughing.
I ended up going in and reading the whole story behind it. I'm like, dude, she's like an epic troll. Like,
good night, Mary. Have a good night.
Good night, Mary.
Good night, Gregg. Thanks for coming on.
If you see
good night, Gregg. Sorry to hear that.
Good night, Gregg.
If you see anybody,
I was wondering why he suddenly disappeared.
God, Gregg gets on, everybody starts leaving.
like, if they don't go that'll knock them down if they're camping.
No, it's a threat of Hooper. Is what it is.
What am I hearing in the background?
I know somebody talking about camping.
That's probably Gregg's son back there on the video game behind him.
Yep, they're camping. Tell them that the easiest way to stall camping is called grenades.
Yeah. So I was saying earlier, most of the guys, when we do a Region 11 meetup, it's usually in the afternoon here, like 6 o'clock onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 5 a.m. my time. That ain't happening, homie.
Jason, send me a message privately.
No, Jason, we want to hear about this question now. Let's put Gregg Mortensen on the spot.
Oh, you want an answer? Blame the post office.
Yeah, the problem is, one of the problems right now with the post office, and this is also up to you in Canada, Jason, is there's an issue because of, they're saying it's because of COVID, but if you put anything that isn't just paper in an envelope, it basically gets treated like a box. But because it's not a box, that means it gets put into like a bin and it sits there forever. So it's an issue that's ongoing. That's why a lot of places aren't sending anything in envelopes right now. They're sending it in boxes, even if it's like
That's exactly what's happening down under as well.
They would send this in a box because if you send it in an envelope, it'll get there in about 2 months. If you send it in a box, it'll get there in a week.
So right now, I could send the badges out, but you might not see it anytime soon. Or I can keep them here and let's wait.
The other thing is, Gregg and I were talking about this earlier, was we get a large order from like people in the States, and we basically run an escrow, and one person receives all of them and then spans them out once it gets across the pond.
Which might have to be the case, because I've got badges to send and I can't send them.
Yeah.
Send them all to Russell. Russell has nothing better to do.
Well, that might have to be the case. I could put them all in one box, send it to Russell, and from there we figure out how to get it.
I wouldn't send them to me, because me getting to a post office is exceedingly difficult.
Well, I'm still waiting on that laptop.
I know they're in boxes. The problem is I can't make it to a fucking mailbox that's open, because with COVID they don't keep in New Braunfels, they're not keeping the drops open.
Yeah, Natalie asked about that because she has to have one for school, and I'm not spending the $600 for a rental for a year. And so the one she's got, they're Chromebooks. It's $600 rental for the entire year, and I'm not paying it. So
you could buy one for $300.
Oh, well, I don't have the money for $300.
I understand that, but they're renting it for twice the amount of its cost.
The one she has now is it overheats and cuts down in the middle.
If they're going to send them in a large container, send them to me, and I'll send them out.
There you go. You'll never see them again. It's okay.
So if anyone.
But we'll take a look into it, because right now the other thing that we run into is with the accounts frozen for X amount of time, however long it takes the banks to figure out their shenanigans. Reimbursement would be forthcoming. So
well, I mean, I can work at the post office. I've done it before, and I can work with sending it all out. I just need the items, the addresses, and some kind of cash influx from the people that are paying to have their stuff shipped.
That's what I'm saying. Like right now, the bank accounts are frozen for the organization.
So they're paying the organization
Hooper
rather than
said that's Justin. You guys got to remember, my associate producers and stuff, they're logged into this program under my username, so it comes up as Stephen Parmy sent you a message. It's not me. I'll tell you when I send you one.
Yeah, make sure when you're using it, Justin, like just put like a dash and then put your name, colon, and then put your message, so we can identify it.
And if
or just not use that.
And if Hooper, if he sent you a dick pic, it's probably from Amazon Prime.
Oh, look, if you need me to send stuff, I'll figure out a way to make it work. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, like right now, all foreign into North America is a cluster. Now, if I wanted to send Gregg something in an envelope, it would get to him like probably in 2 weeks. It's just for some reason.
That's the funny part, isn't it?
That's because the United States is better.
No, it isn't.
It's because it's the reverse.
The whole world knows that's not true. Come on.
Shut up.
But yeah, like it's been an issue. When it gets abated, we don't know. But yeah, that's basically the problem we're running into with shipping from.
Well, all right. What you need to do is you need to have a big shipment. China to, and then we break it up, and then from here we can send it out, and it won't be an
Right. Send it in a dingo? That's
well,
I don't think it could swim that far.
I mean, you didn't say the dingo had to be alive.
That's true. You can find that shit. Send a dead dingo. It's all good.
I mean, they
might shark.
They might allow it through in a dead dingo.
Justin, let me ask you this: what was the strangest thing you've seen come across your guys' lines?
Well, my main job is a picker, so I pick the orders, and male self-gratification devices, silicone body parts for self-gratification.
So I actually had a FedEx Express package that come down the thing. It had to be there. Obviously, FedEx Express is within, by 10 a.m. the following day. It was live human organs and ice sent by
from
FedEx.
Amazon.
No, sent by FedEx.
Oh,
wow. Well, no. I mean, that's an emergent issue, Steve. I mean, they send that stuff.
You see how they do TVs and you want to send a spleen through FedEx?
I mean, it needs to be transplanted immediately. FedEx
It'll be
is the
tender.
only place that can do that.
I mean, it might be in 10 pieces by the time the spleen gets to the human.
No.
But,
It'll be good and tender, though.
It'd be something.
Well,
right?
I mean, it'll be ready for a transplant, right?
Or a steak.
Or a steak, yeah.
Well, I
it
mean,
might get mixed up. It might get
transplant,
mixed up.
then,
And might try to put a T-bone steak in the guy instead of the spleen.
There's a video. There's a video I've seen where it's like the guy is on his FedEx truck. You know how they have the little pull out little conveyors that go to the truck so they can load the boxes?
Yes.
Well, one of the boxes was in the jam for the drop down of his truck, and it's just sitting there. And he just goes, wham! Damn it! Why isn't this closing? And he's trying to close the back on his truck, and then he realizes the box. He's like, "Oh, it's a box." Grabs it, looks at it for a second, and then throws it back into the bin. And then drives off. I was like,
aren't those marked live human organs?
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean,
here's the kicker, okay? Talk about stuff and doors and FedEx trucks. So I was driving one of those, what they call the 6100 trucks, the big white panel vans.
Yeah.
Right.
And the door gave away, and I lost 30 packages down I-24. So I stopped, and a lot of that shit said fragile, handle with care, and all you hear is inside the box. Oops.
Wilson!
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I broke somebody's mirror. They had like this antique, this antique mirror made out of mahogany wood or some crap like this. Yeah, that shit was everywhere.
Oh, jeez. But that technically wasn't your fault, was it?
No, it was not my fault.
I mean, yeah, the door just came up. That's
Right.
not really his fault.
But, I mean, I lost a couch. I lost a freezer. And I didn't even know it because I don't have a real view mirror until I just look back at the side mirror of the truck and I see
But it wasn't. It
cars
wasn't live human organs, right?
It was not live human organs.
Wait,
I mean, don't
you
those
just got
get special treatment? They sit in the seat next to you or something.
Wait, you got the nice end of the stick, Steve, didn't you? You always had the Chewy, and then couches. Seriously?
Don't even get me
couches.
Yeah, from Wayfair. Yeah.
Like, yeah, what's in that? What's on that little pallet over there?
No one cares.
Oh, it's an engine and transmission for a Chevrolet, whatever. It's like, oh my god,
dude. Let me tell you.
There's a 454 big block.
My last week at FedEx, I kid you not, I come in. I was in the 6100 van, and I go over and look at my cages. I have nothing in my cages. I'm like, sweet, okay, gonna be a light day. No, this is where FedEx said, bend over, let me get the Astroglide and lube that bitch up and shove it all in. I go, and they say, oh, no, your stuff's over on the 300 line. I had 11 pallets of Chewy. 4 feet tall. I was pissed.
It's like, why can't you people just buy dog food at the store?
I was so mad. And like 38 boxes went to one fucking person.
The fuck was it? A dog kennel?
No, it's a sheep farm.
No, it's probably my roommate.
Sheep farm. I kid you not. But here's a really bad thing.
Sheep farm.
So where the gate is, okay, the gate's locked, and they have this little Tupperware thing. Please put all packages here. Man, no problem. I had that shit packed over. I had it going over the top of the gate. And they called in lodged to complaint. I told them, like, where the fuck do you want me to put 38 boxes? I'm not hand carrying them up the damn driveway. From the gate to the driveway was a quarter mile. No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
I don't like my job that much.
Cardio work.
Hey, you put them where they said to put them, right?
What?
It's because people complain. That's what it comes down to. Even when you do exactly what people want, half the time they'll complain.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. People always bitch, what you do.
But yeah.
And then they bitch enough until they change company policy.
Right.
In law enforcement, the same thing happens. Everybody bitches, no matter what you do. Whether it's right, wrong, indifferent, they always bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I was in law enforcement for a long, long time.
And you're still ugly.
6 months?
Yes, I'm still ugly. Whatever.
That's what happens when you get hit in the face with a taser. You look like John Rogers.
You
hanging in there,
I've been
Count?
tased. I've been pepper sprayed. I've been PR-24'd. I've been through every single possible iteration of being subdued in law enforcement.
I get
so that I could learn how to do it right.
That's a candy strapper.
I'm
You
sorry?
striped candy?
I couldn't resist.
That's why I'm going to become part of Starfleet Academy.
Oh.
Do we have any other questions?
I don't think so.
Because we're at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think we
you've
can
only
call
been
it.
on for an hour and 20 minutes.
We really only shoot for an hour, so.
I was out serving the community, okay?
Yes, you were. And
your
we
community
all
thinks
appreciate that, Steve.
except for the dumb guy that was with me. I was about ready to hit him. He didn't know. Well, he didn't know how to properly cut a tree. Okay, so we had this huge ass tree across the road. So he's in there with the saw, and what happens? He gets the damn saw stuck because the tree pinches and it locks it in place. So guess what? You got 3 firemen out there with 3 axes, and we had to cut this fucking tree in half to get the damn chainsaw out. I was so pissed. I told him, I said, "Here, put your head here, because I'm going to split you like a log."
One of them was left-handed.
Pictures.
Yeah,
sometimes you just got to teach
my crap. That's why I sent those pictures. I said, "Look at this shit. I'm stepping back. I'm done." Stupidity runs very deep in that department.
Yeah.
That's how people get hurt.
Yeah.
Sadly, you're right.
Yeah, but we're trying to prevent people getting hurt.
Says who?
We're always trying to prevent people
Good night,
getting
Donnie.
hurt.
Good night, Donnie.
Adios.
All right, guys. If there's no other questions, we're now down to 9 members. I think we'll call it. I don't know what time is it for you, John. No, I know you're at 1:57 there.
Yes, I am.
Same for Cam. Russell, you should be the same time zone as me. Gregg, nobody cares because you're still early in the day, so it's all great for you.
He's like,
Justin, you're 2 hours behind me, aren't you?
We stayed up all night the other night. I saw John Hardy falling asleep. He was going.
Every time I hear this, I think of Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No shit. All right,
yeah.
We were doing tonight with Amber. Amber, Kimberly Donohoe, Ruster Camp,
Donohoe,
Justin Fietzek, the new CO, John Hardy of the USS Essex, John Rogers, CXO of the USS Constellation, and of course the Compound guy, the webmaster, the go fetch it, the go do it all, who never returns anybody's emails unless he's pissed at you, Gregg Mortensen. Awesome. Great to have you guys. Thank you guys for stepping up. Sorry I wasn't here at the earlier part of the stream. I meant to be here, but unfortunately, duty calls. So everybody, thank you for coming on, and everybody have a blessed night. And as always, live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.